Hey guys, hey Janet. Which is hi Kat. Barbara, Chicken Pot Pie Society. Hi Terry Brett. Thanks everybody for being here. Um, let's see. Missy, I said hi to Barbara. I'm looking to see if I miss anybody coming right in. Of course, we have Malibu. Let's see if I can brighten up the situation a little bit because she's sucking all the light out of the room. And Terry Brett, I loved your new I loved your new prompt thing, your prompt illustration. I don't know if I can bring it up here. I'll try. Hubster's homesick today. He's been sick since Saturday. So cold, flu, head cold, whatever. So yeah, so he's home today. And he's so yeah. He said he's feeling a little better today. Hi, Pamela Kane. Let's see. Susan, Arlene, trying to catch everybody. Hi, Brooke. Brooke, no mail over the weekend. I mean, there was no mail at my PO box over the weekend. I did check it. Let's see. 3G Brenda. Thank you, Arlene. Thank you. I appreciate that. So let's see. Susan Starla. Let me see if I can bring up my Instagram in here if I have to step out in the hall. Let's see. All right. Malibu's going to head on and take care of Hubster. She's okay. There we go. So here's Terry Brett, and I'll pull the prompts down because we will start collecting them now in our Society of Idea Collector notebook. Hi, Carol, Susan. Let's see. Who else am I missing? Hey, Mark. I'll take a sip of my lemon water here. So the prompts were archer, helicopter, doll, scorpion, and eel. And look what she did. She's got this archer with a helicopter fighting off the scorpion and the eel. And Lisa, did you paint that, Terry? I have not seen you dig out those paints much. If that's painting, I'm impressed. I'm impressed, Terry. So anyway, go follow Terry Brett 3 over on IG. And so that is awesome. That's awesome. There's a doll down there. So, right, Janet? I know. And so, yeah. So, and Peg, I don't see her here right now. I don't know if she gets up this early. Sometimes she pops in later. But she did this one, Jan. I know you probably saw it, but for the scavenger hunt. And by the way, y'all have till April 7th to do scavenger hunt 2025 with Janet's on Janet's YouTube channel. And look at this that Peg did. She's sitting there watching YouTube. She's doing the scavenger hunt. Isn't that awesome, guys? Peg is PFITZ. Peg Fitz. That's an abbreviation for last name. 384. Look at that. Isn't that awesome, guys? Hi, Annette. Hi, Jen, Goldie, Don P. So there's Peg's scavenger hunt, and she used pick your theme. Her theme is challenge yourself. The other prompts that she did was something in the mail. 68 was a planner page. Number 37 was draw your day. And Janice put together 100 different things to collect. You can put them in a book. That's the best way to do it. It can be a comp book, a traveler's notebook. It can just be on pieces of paper, however you want. But if you collect at least 90 of them and let Janet know that you're participating or that you finished 90 of them, she'll put you in a nice giveaway. So hi, Kimberly. Let's see. Hi, Mary. Let's see who else. Scrolling. Christina, Cheryl, Scrolling, trying to catch everybody. First thing, hi, Icy. Icy, how you been? It's been a while since I've seen you. You doing all right? It's been a while. Hi, Belinda. Belinda saying good morning to everybody. I haven't seen Tina this morning, so hopefully there's storms coming through the south. Who knows if Tina's internet is even up? But I haven't heard from her. Have you heard from her this morning, Janet? Let's see. Ann Lar, Ann Makes, Becky Hernandez, Laverne. Make sure you put it in caps if you're talking to me or asking me a question. And so I'll be more apt to see it. Scrolling, Joyce Boring. Good morning, everybody. And hi, all you up in the balcony, all the lurkers in the balcony. Let's see, Christine Welch, Barbara Chicken Pie. Said hi to Barbara. Let's see, Susan, Zinjin. Haven't heard from her. Okay, I hadn't either. Hope she's okay. Hope she and her mom are okay. Yeah, there's weather coming through the south. I think it's pretty much gone through Atlanta. I think it's headed over toward the East Coast now. Judy, oh, good to see you, Judy. And I think, Mary, you got snow. And I know up in the Midwest and up in the East Coast, up north East Coast, there's a snowstorm coming through up there. She didn't mention her internet. Okay, well, maybe she'll pop in a little while, Arlene. Thank you. Let's see. I think I got everybody so far. So we're going to do a lot today. There's a lot going on. First off, let me show you. I did redo my desk and let me see. It's a little crooked here. Let's fix that. There we go. Let's fix this a little bit. Okay. So this is two different posters. This is the B poster and the color chart poster. I cut it in half and I combined it with my B poster here because the brick just wasn't working. I don't care what Janet says. Oh, there she is. Hi, Tina. Good to see you. I hope everything's all right. Hi, B3 Barbie. So I did Frankenstein, Franken put put a bunch of stuff together. And so that's what the new background on a new piece of foam core is. And then somebody sent me this so if someone wants to fess up, it came from Jerry's Art or Rom. Oh no, Cheap Joe's art stuff. And it doesn't say who sent it, but they sent me I already opened one. Sent me two little mini expandable journals. Look at this. Isn't that cute? We'll have to do something maybe on Wednesday with these. So I have no idea. So if someone wants to claim, you like the swatch part? Yeah, Jan, I figured you would. So if hi, Terry Bauer. Good to see you. Proud to be a lurker. Good morning. Well, it's good to see you. Have no snow in Wisconsin? Okay. We all stay safe out there if you're in the middle of that snowstorm. Tina's saying good morning to more people. Thank you, Tina. Hi, Riri. Riri was trying to turn off what was it? The dark mode on Instagram, and she was ringing me up, calling me, and it's like, Riri, just turn off the button. She's so cute, our Riri. And so anyway, I don't know who sent me these little mini journals from Joe's Cheap Joe's art stuff. They came, I think, came in the mail a couple days ago. And so thank you so much, whoever sent them. And if you want to fess up, I will send you a thank you if you fess up and tell me that you're the one that sent these. Let's see. Lisa. Hello, Lisa. Scrolling. Riri. And so anyway, look how cute they are. They're like it's kind of like one of those, what do you call it, journals. I can't think of the brand name. These are by this one's it says watercolor paper. Let's open them both, see if they're different. They might be different, or they might just be the same. All right, let's see. No, they're both a watercolor paper. Like maybe I don't know, 140. I don't know. Let's see, this goes this away. So yeah, aren't those cute though? Little accordion mini journals. So again, I don't know who sent them. If someone wants to fess up, I'll keep this. It says Zigzag, the Zigzag book by Hahnemuhle. I don't know if that's German, but anyway, that's who Zigzag book. That's who makes these, and it came from Cheap Joe's Art Stuff. So whoever sent it to me, thank you. I would have sent them. I would have sent them if you'd see them. Okay. So thank you. Hi, Angie. Let's see who else. I know, right, Tina? So cute. So yeah, so put in caps, guys. If you're talking to me, the chat does scroll really fast, and I try not to miss anybody, especially to say good morning to everybody. So, all right, so maybe we'll do something with these on Wednesday. So if anybody wants to fess up about those, let me know. Let me know. Let's see. New called have no, I have not seen that one. It has angry chickens in it, Susan. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Thank you. Let's see. Okay, guys. So then I got some new magazines, and this is my notes for today's Society of Idea Collector notebook. We're starting that today. Here's the notebook, SOIC, and so I got that sitting over here at the ready. And here's my notes that we're going to cover the projects in. All right, let's see here. Let's move this over just a little and try to stay centered. Let's see. So I got two new magazines, and I knew this is what we're going to color in today. We'll see how much time we have and all. I want to go through the Society of Idea Collector thing first. Oh, let me pull my prompts off the shelf, because the first tab we're going to have in the Society of Idea Collector is prompts. That's your first tab. The second tab is going to be lists, lists, lists. And I'm going to show you how I'm kind of setting it up. I'm starting from scratch as well. I'm starting with a brand new, nothing in it book. Although I'm going to show you some of the other ones that I have, just to, kind of show you. Hi, 3G Brenda. Let's see. I'm just turning off the alarm down there. I think he's going to go out. He wants to get some fresh air. He's been cooped up this is third day. He wants to get outside for a minute. Let's see. Scrolling. Okay, so I think I've said hi to everybody. All right, so I'll show this last, because this is what we're going to color in today, seeing how much time we have. Green Portraits 5. It's the new Lana Green. Do you have this one yet, Tina? Even though it is the thin paper, Tina does not care for thin paper. You can always copy it off onto a thicker paper if you don't like the thin paper. But oh, thank you, Tina. Yeah, I'll tell him next time he walks by the room. I'll say, everybody's saying they hope you feel better. Feels better today than he did the last 2 days. So, and he's not a very obedient patient. He doesn't take orders very well. Maybe I just don't make a good nurse, but he doesn't like to do the right thing. Did you take your Tylenol? Did you take your med? Are you drinking your water? And I know he doesn't feel good, but you want to get better. Okay, so anyway, but then if Annie, who is a registered, she is an RN. Annie is our daughter out in LA. She'll text and say, make sure you drink lemon water. Okay, yeah, I'm on it. Do I have any lemons, Dee Dee? Not quite that bad, but you know what I mean. Oh, so anyway. All right, so these are the two magazines that I want to show. There's my new I'm liking this. It's not sucking the light out of the room, although I think I'm gonna have to brighten it just a little. There we go. Oh, that's a little better. All right, so let me go ahead and zoom in one here too for now. So the new art journal, I'm pretty sure it's new. I mean, I think it's January. Yes, volume 17, issue 1. So it's January, February, March 2025. So this is the new art journaling one. And again, if y'all have questions or comments or anything, put it in caps because I do look at the chat, but by the time I look here and look back, it's all new chat. It scrolls off pretty quick. So I'm not trying to miss anybody. All right, so this is the new art journaling, January, February, March. And so I'm not going to show every single page, but you can always go to the bookstore and look at it there. So I did get these at Books A Million, and Books A Million is now carrying the Flow magazine. It's first Flow magazine I've seen since before the virus. I mean, I have a couple of their specialty paper book ones, but this is the first magazine that I've seen back in the States for 4 years. This is the first, because I stopped for a while. They stopped importing it during the virus. And because people, I guess, when weren't going to books, they just quit importing it. But it's back now. It may have been back before this issue, but this is the first issue I have seen come back. If any of y'all have seen a previous Flow magazine, not the paper books, but the magazine itself, it says issue 39, 2024. So this probably was the last month or 3. So I don't know if they got a new one coming out, or maybe this one was their newest one to make it to the States. I don't know. So I thought this was the last ones in, Jen, or maybe it was their only one. I don't know how many they got in. I saw it, I grabbed it, it was the only one. But I hadn't been to the bookstore. I hadn't been there in about a week. So if they had got any in before that, I could have missed them, So we'll look at that in a minute. Okay. So again, there's what I like about the Art Journal magazine is they have lots of tips and their processes, and they just have a lot of information, especially if you're new to art journaling. Yeah, because they are not cheap. Flow magazines are not cheap, but they are imported. This magazine is $25. $25 for this magazine. But it's like a book, and if you love Flow, you love Flow. So yeah. Yeah, if you have it. I'm not sure if I know Barnes and Noble does not ship magazines. I don't know about Books A Million. I've never tried to order a magazine from them. So anyway, so like all kinds of little tips here, making artist trading cards, postcards, any kind of art journaling. Of course, all this can be used, multiple different things. Hi, Tax. How you doing? Link is, that's for issue 39. Okay, thanks, Tina. Okay, so where did you find it? The link was to where? Let me scroll back. I didn't see where the link was from. Was it from Barnes and Noble? Books A Million? I didn't see where the link was from, Tina. All right, so then we asked the artist, what's the longest amount of time it has taken you to complete a journal, and the shortest? And of course, I never feel like I have to complete any journal before I move on to a new one. I've got tons. That was from Amazon. Thank you, Tina. There's tons of journals that I have on the go. I never feel like I have to finish them. Like the couple years ago when I did all the traveler size. Well, they're bigger. They're not Travelers brand. They're the smaller journals, and I did about, I don't know, 10, 15 different topics on that. And we'll talk about that when we go to the Society of Idea Collector thing too. And thanks, Tina. The Flow magazine is on Amazon. Okay, there y'all go. And so I never feel like I have to finish a journal. I continuously add to them. Okay, then we just got different little, I'm just going to kind of flip a few pages here so you can kind of see. Then they talk about the different supplies they use. Here's a night at the circus, Janet. Janet's scavenger hunt book and she made the theme, any theme you want this year, any theme you want, but she's doing circus. So a lot of people are doing circus as well. Yeah, exactly, Arlene. Complete a journal. What's that? And so this has got, I thought of Janet and Denise because Denise is doing circus theme too. And let's see, what else do we have here? So I'm just going to kind of do a little flip here. Then they have this question. What 3 supplies would you recommend to a first-time art journaler? Let's just pick somebody off the top here. This Peggy Tunnell. I recommend a small, simple journal of blank pages, washi tape, and a good glue stick to reinforce the washi tape, plus scrap papers. So, and I guess it just depends on, what, like I love my collage. I'd have to have my craft paints, and collage papers, even if it's just magazine pages, some kind of collage fodder, and my golden matte medium. Those would probably be my 3. So, but there's all kinds of tips, and y'all know the Art Journal magazine. Probably most of y'all do. It's been around forever. I looked in my library downstairs the other day, and up on the top shelf is where I stored some of my old, like from 1990. I think 1995 or 6. I think I'd have to go back. Was the first Somerset Studio, and then they came out with the Art Journaling. Then they came out with tons of other ones. But I have like 4 big stacks of the magazines, and I got rid of a lot of them. So that was when they came out, I think every other month. Now I think they come out 4 times a year because they alternate it between the Art Journaling magazine and Somerset and some of the others. And then we asked the artist, do you take an art journal and some supplies with you on the go? Well, I don't. If I take it, I'll take a sketchbook or some little something that, a little moley or something if I go to the museum, something like that. But I don't really go out and do urban sketching anymore. And Mary hadn't done urban sketching. I don't know if Mary's still here. Mary used to do some awesome urban sketching in her car. And she did a lot of urban sketching, but she hadn't done that in a while either. And okay. So anyway, let me get to the back here, and I'll show you some of the other magazines. This paper doll one, I have bought it, given it away, and bought it again. And so you can still get the Beyond Paper Dolls one. I think I still have it, but anyway, it's on sale for $12.95. It's regularly $25, and it's a big, thick magazine, the Beyond Paper Dolls, but it came out like, I don't know, 15 years ago. It's an older magazine, but it's if you like paper dolls. Then they have transparent art here. Of course, Bella Grace, I think, is one of their more popular ones at the moment. And let's see. Then here's Willow and Sage is another one that's kind of home, bath body, home. And then yeah. So anyway, that's the new Art Journaling magazine. I don't want to spend too much time on because I do want to get to our Society of Idea Collectors and hopefully color today. I still have not finished the other one from 3 weeks ago, but I will. We'll finish both of them. Let's see. I take a coloring book and colored pencil and sharpener. Yeah, that's something minimal. A little pencil roll or something. Okay, so in the flow, and again, I'm not going to show everything, but they do have in here, they do have a taped in little book, and I haven't taken it out yet. They put the snot dots on there, which is it's just a little roll of that, reposition, little glue. I just take that out. And so there's a little paper paradise in here. So it's different papers. I told y'all the story about these. Let me get a sip of my lemon water. Hang on. The Flow magazine and the Flow paper books have these little diamonds all the time. And I go, what? Why do they have so many of these diamonds? I just did not understand the fascination with diamonds. Well, y'all, and I know I've shown it before because I told y'all what. I did not understand the fascination with the diamonds. And then I forget how I figured it out, but I did. Okay. These diamonds, and you could use either side, you fold them and you string them and you make a banner. You make a banner, like a flag banner with them. Right, Tina? So that's what they are. You can maybe do like a flower one and then a plain one and a flower one and a plain one. You could put, then you can put your words on here, like, scavenger hunt 2025. That's what these are. I did not. Linda B goes, oh, see? Why is it not? It's not clicking on Linda for me. I don't know why. Let me click on somebody else. Barbara. All right. For some reason, my chat's not. There it goes. It wasn't letting me click on there. But anyway, yeah, Linda B goes, oh. So that's what these are. They're little flags. So anyway, so this is a cool little book of papers and flags and numbers, So that came in here. And y'all know after I show this, I'm going to be cutting it up and using it and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm just going to do a little bit of a flip, a return full of optimism. Since Adele started this magazine back in 2008, and she said with her colleague Astrid, we had to stop publishing during COVID, but hey, we're back. So maybe this is the first magazine. I know they have some books. I got a couple of the other ones, the party one. Let me see. Do I have them in here? Yes, I do. I got these two. And I know they have more out now. I got the travel and the party. And I showed these when they came, when I got them. I've already shown them, so I'm not going to show them. But these are out. And now they have also some other paper, the big thick ones with all the papers in it, like they used to years ago. They have those out too. But I haven't got those. I'm sure I probably will, but haven't got those yet. But I did want the new magazine. So maybe this is let me scroll. Wouldn't you make a banner? Yeah, wouldn't you? Yeah, that's what it's for, a banner. Hi, sister. Who else am I missing? Painty Girl Lori. Takes a while, but we get there. Let's see. Flow is hard to get. I can't bring myself to cut them up. Yeah, well, over the years, I've bought the big, thick paper ones. And, you can save them for eye candy and stuff, but I use them. I just use them. I got it. You pay 25. I mean, but maybe you just want to just use it for eye candy and inspiration. I like to use them. Okay, so know your pitfalls. I have not read any of it. But look at the artwork. It's just so cute and amazing. There's a piece of cardstock. Grow, maybe a collage on this. Is this perforated? Yes, it is. So this would be good for a collage on there. Let's see. And the paper is matte. Most magazines are shiny. And I think Flow's always been matte paper, but I could be wrong. I just don't remember. But it is matte. And so, yeah, lots of cool, the point of doing pointless things. So, and then here's another piece of cardstock that you could collage on. And I'll collage stuff out of the Flow. Here's a Maya Angelou quote. Here's some comfort blankets. Here's Josephine Baker. If y'all don't know who she is, awesome story. Let's see. There she is there. And a whole article on her. And let's see. Oh, maybe Sister might like that. Maybe Sister might like the story of Josephine Baker. No, maybe I could send that to Sista. Sometimes I tear out, I rip, cut out articles and send them to people. Sometimes I'll send Mary Autier slow stitch kind of articles. I haven't sent her one in a while. Paper lovers. See, I'll look forward to that one. That will be a good one. Candy, a paper lover for Candy. You do like Josephine Baker? Okay, well then let me do that real quick while I'm sitting here, sister. Okay, let's see. All right, hang on, guys. Taking a moment. Look away, Angie. I'm cutting. Let's see how many I need. There's this one. There's the next one. Okay. Let's keep going here. This is the last one. There we go. All right, we'll send that to Sista. Hi, Colleen. Anybody else I missed coming in? Okay, we'll send that to you, Sista. Let's see. Let's put that over there in my pile to go out. I don't have much in my pile. I've sent most everything out. So, all right, let's see here. Oh, here's another cardstock to do some. Is that two of them, or did I just? Oh, I guess this was perforated too. Go offline. Want to craft? Sofa time? Time for a stroll? Stare into space? Wonder? Okay, I just tore that out. I guess it's maybe everything's perforated. I don't know. But anyway, I got these three to work off of. Glow, grow, and slow. These will be fun. Those will be fun to do something out of the Flow magazine. Using up some of the collage fodder. I mean, using collage in there on those pages. Look at that. That is so cool. All right. Then we have, what do we got back here? Some stickers. Are these stickers? Yeah. These are stickers. So I'm sure they're perforated as well. All their books have perforation. So there's some stickers. I'm trying to grab, there we go. See, those are stickers in here. So we'll put that because I'll be using that. And then, of course, the little booklet. That'll be good for the collage, which I'm not doing that today. I want to get into the coloring today after we do the society. Oh, look at that. The Society of Idea Collecting. Same thing for that. I love that. Color mixing pages. Some exercise. Do dots. And, different designs, arrows. So anyway, that's the new Flow magazine. And here's some of the goodies out of it. And yeah, so there we go. That's the new Flow magazine as opposed to their books. Okay. Then real quick, I'm going to do a flip through of this. This is the Green Portraits 5. The Lana. Oh, I got to put a piece of tape here. This is coming up where I'm going to tape that. I want to keep catching on this. Hang on. Let me tape this down a little bit. Down here at the bottom. I was glad this came. It came in yesterday. And I was glad because I wanted to do something with it today. But we'll see how long it takes to go through the Society of Idea Collecting notes. Oh, thank you. Tina's putting in links, guys, if you're interested. And I got the hiccups. Let me take another sip of my water. Okay. Green Portraits 5, Kana Green. And I don't think I have 4. I think a 1, 2, and 3, I think. I don't think I have 4. But this is her. All right, let's see. Is it too bright now? Let's see. Let's turn down the brightness just a little bit. There we go. And it is on thin paper, so just FYI, here's the contents. There's 25 pictures. So I'm going to flip through them. I already have an idea which one I want to do, but I'll wait and decide. Thank you, Kat. There's the link. There's Tina and Kat are putting in links. Janet, how you doing? Janet's got company this week. Well, Janet's got company for the next, I think, 3 weeks. So, Janet, you are streaming today, correct? You are streaming today? So, and what I like about these are one-sided, so I can use my Copics. Even it's thin, not putting in. Yeah, that's okay, Jenny. I know you're not putting. You got company. Are you streaming today? Let me just pay attention to chat while Janet answers me. Courtney, and you're going to stream. Okay, awesome. All right, so Janet's streaming today, and awesome, Janet. I'll probably be popping in and out depending on how much I have to baby Hupster. That's okay. I don't mind. He's feeling better today. I'm glad. So anyway, they're one-sided. So it's not it's a little slick. It has a little bit of a sheen to it, so it's not exactly copy paper. Well, it is copy paper, but it's got a sheen to it. Oh, thank you, Tammy, because Colleen and I are so excited. Okay. And Tammy, I did send you out a print. You should probably get it maybe today. So I will send you another thank you. Thanks so much, guys. If you super chat, I do. Let me get a baby wipe now. I got marker and stuff all over me. I do send you a thank you. I do appreciate when y'all support the channel. So thank you, Tammy. Let's set that back here. And so yeah, we're gonna get to the Society Idea Collector in just a minute. Hi, Mama Four. Who else? Let's see. I was here 3 seconds and ordered the gallery book. It is a good one. It is a good one, Lori. It is. So here's the one from the cover. So yeah, I'll do Copic and color pencil. That's usually what I do. Although I gotta tell y'all, I do have some news, something pen marker, something coming. I don't know that it may be here by Wednesday, before Wednesday. If it does, if not, I didn't check it this morning. But yeah, I got something else coming because I need some more pens. I need some more markers. And I am not an Amazon affiliate. I'm not an affiliate or sponsored by anybody. And except Janet. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not affiliated with anybody. I don't have an Amazon affiliate, and I'm not sponsored by anybody. I just I'll share things and show what I like and what I'm using. He's got a cold or flu. I'm not sure, Angie. He's better today. He's been sick the last couple of days. Can I share a link? You can't link, Rainbow. You can tell us the name, and Kat or Tina, if you give them an exact name, they may be able to find it. But you can't post a link, Rainbow. Only mods can post links. So yeah, but if you tell them the exact name, I wonder if it's the same thing I'm getting, Rainbow. We'll see. Yeah, tell them the exact name. And yeah, they can maybe find it for you. Now, Mary, thank you so much, Mary. Mary is she's one of the first people that really snatched on to the Society of Idea Collectors back when. Mary, I'm going to write you down for a print or some goodie. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate that. Mary does, and I gotta say, I was glad to see. I don't know if I was watching a replay or I was lurking at the time, Mary, when you found your Society of Idea Collector. Mary actually made one that has a lit up light bulb. I mean, it's a light bulb, and she wired it with little lights and it lights up. Her Society of Idea Collector notebook from some years ago lights up, and she couldn't find it for a while. And the other day she found it. So I was glad you found your light bulb. Hi, Flo. I was glad you found your Society of Idea Collector lighting up journal. Mary. Let's see. Who else am I missing? Marguerite. Amazon has 60 color. Okay, so that's is that the brand name? Ama Amamara. I've never heard of that one, Rainbow Kitten. Just, that's a new one on me. My favorite ones that I've been using, and I've shown them a few times, was this set, and I'll get all of them here because I got them rolled up in. These have been my favorite acrylic markers. They're the Grabby dual tip brush tip because they have two different colors on either side. So you're getting two colors on each marker, and they are so stinking juicy. They are so juicy. I love these things. And so they're dual tip brush marker. Now, I've not tried those Rainbow Kitten. Once you get them, let us know what you think of them, okay? That's not the ones that I've ordered. I did order something else. Well, I'll show y'all. I'll show y'all what I ordered. Tammy, which ones? The Grabby ones? I love the Grabby ones, if that's the ones you're talking about. Now, I did order these. Let me go over to my Amazon, see if it'll load in here. Y'all know. Let's see. My orders. Got this. Here it goes. Okay, so it won't be here till Friday. So I don't know where it's coming from, but I'll show it to y'all. So next week. Okay, so I love these I love these Grabby markers so much. Janet's gonna go, what? I ordered the extra fine tip ones. These are the 48. There's 48 of them, and they're only one color in each one, right? There's just one color in each one, so it's not a dual tip, and they're extra fine. Let's see here. Is it going to show a close up of the tip? I was going to try to zoom in. Let's see. Is it going to load? There we go. So they're fine tip. There we go. Fine tip acrylic markers, and they write on anything. But anyway, so that's what I got. So yeah, let me tell you exactly what it says. I can't post a link here, but I'll tell you what it says. Grabby 48. There, this is what it looks like. Grabby 48 acrylic. Now they come in 24, I think, as well, or 36. I think they come in a smaller set too. So if you want to test them out before you get a full set. But that's what these are. Acrylic marker, extra fine tip. And they're just one side. They're not a brush tip. Is money spent being... But anyway, but I love these Grabby dual tip brush tip markers. And this is all the ones. I forget how many come in the set, but this is all of them. This is the ones that come in the dual tip. And look, that's one color side and the other color side. There's two sides on each one. So you're getting however many there are. I don't even remember. But these are the Grabby brush tip dual tone acrylic markers. And they're so juicy. All right, let me do a thing right here. Let me get a blank page here. They're just so juicy. And I really do like the Sharpie ones. And Mary Autier likes the Sharpie ones too. And they're even a little bit more juicy. The problem with the Sharpie ones, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 colors. Sharpie needs to step up their game. Okay, Ann Makes says she has the 28 set. How do you like them? Of the extra fine tip. How do you like them, Ann Makes? I'm hoping I'm going to love them as much as I do these. I'm loving my Grabbies. Just saying. Loving the Grabbies. And I do love the Sharpie ones like Mary. Let me see here. I got the little thing right here. I got them in this little thing right here. Sorry guys, it's my camera cord. I caught it. These are awesome, and they pretty much feel the same actually. The Grabbies and the Sharpies. The thing is, the Sharpies only have those colors in the brush, and they're awesome. But 10 colors. Come on now. I don't have anything else, Tina, of the grabby, I don't think. I think I have these. And do I have, what are those? Nope, those aren't grabbies. So I think these might be the only grabbies I have. So I'm looking forward to getting the fine tip. Okay. All right. Let me put those back up here for now because not sponsored. All right. All right. So I don't remember where I left off, but let me just keep continue. Oh no, I think I did funny. I flipped through the whole thing. I'm pretty sure I flipped through the whole thing. So I'm not going to tell you which one I picked to do today, but I do have one that I picked. So this is the Lana Green Portraits number 5. ISBN is, and Tina or somebody's already put in a link. 979-830-228-2705. And there's a picture of all the different ones right there. Yes, they do, right? The Sharpies, they need a brown for sure, Mary. They need a brown. Okay, so that we'll try to get to this here in a little while. Now, Society of Idea Collector Notebook. All right, so I'm going to try to be as thorough and as but yet concise as I can be. Let's see. I think I'm going to go ahead and move back a minute here. Let's move back. Let's take the light down just a little. There we go. So, okay. So I'm starting a new notebook. I can't tell you how many notebooks I have of ideas, but looking behind me, just in notebooks, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, great. I just stuck my foot in the prompts. 9, 10. I probably have 10 to 12 3-ring binders. Hang on. Let me pick out my prompts. I stuck my foot, the bowl was on the floor, and I stuck my foot in and went fling. We're going to do that here in just a minute because the first tab is going to be prompts. I think I have somewhere between 25 and 30 topics. That being said, this is a completely blank. Well, I have a couple of little notes in here. Let's move this. It's a completely new book. Okay. I have extra tabs over here, and I did give away some last week, and I know they probably won't get to y'all till sometime this week, the ones that I sent. I sent out two sets. And then also, you don't have to have, if you don't want divider tabs, you can get these, or you can make your own. I'm going to show you some of the ones that yeah, thanks, Tina. Some of the ones that I have actually just made tabs, but these are the peel and stick ones. You know, you just peel them off. They're sticky on one side, so you can just stick these on a piece of cardstock, paper, whatever you want, or you can get the plastic. I'm going to show you the different tabs that I got and the different ways you can use them. If you have any questions, put them in caps. I'll try to catch them. But you know, I'm going to try. And it's not like I've never shown any of these notebooks to y'all before. I've shown them over the years. I can't even remember the first Society of Idea Collector video we did. I've been collecting ideas for as long as I can remember, but actually showing some of them on stream, you know, I don't remember the first time. So you can get these little tab dividers. I'm just going to stick them in here for now so I don't lose them. This is a set. I think I got these off Amazon, and I think they might have 2 in a set. I don't remember, but they have the different color here like this, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 8 in this set, and I have 2 sets of these here. And it doesn't matter about you pick the dividers and the colors. You get these at Office Supply, Office Depot, Office Max, Staples, whatever, or off of Amazon. Okay. You can get them all different kind of places. And there's different kinds. These are just plain ones that come with the little tabs that you put on there and write your topic. Then I also just have some of these just in here to put extra papers that I just have extra papers. This is an old Happy Planner. insert that I just punch holes in because I want a place if I want to take something out and write on it. It's something heavy. It's kind of like, if you have a little clipboard. It's like a little clipboard. All right, then I have a whole bunch of blank paper in here. All right. Have a whole bunch of blank paper in here. And then I have tabs that are, I got, how many do I have in here? 24. I think I have 24 of these. All right, so then you can have the kind that you can number. All right, so you can number the tabs rather than putting, and I'm going to show you different ways to do it. I think I'm going to show you this way, and it's because it's the easiest for me to do numbered tabs. But you can do words if you'd rather have that, depending on what topics you want to have in your tabs. And it's going to be different. Like I gave the example last week. None of y'all are probably going to have a Barbie photography tab. Okay. So you might have some kind of a project tab that I don't have, or I wouldn't think to, have. And that's what I was talking about to Janet the other day. I said, well, after I give all my 25 or 30 tabs, and what we're going to do is go like every week, I'll cover a tab or two. We'll cover a tab or two every week because there's no way I'm going to do all 25, 30 tabs, description and talking and showing and telling in one day. Okay. So I thought that the first thing, let's see, do you have exhausted? Have I exhausted? Oh, and you'll never exhaust all your ideas, but that's not the point. You have them. That's like saying, oh, I got an encyclopedia. Have you looked up every single thing in your encyclopedia and used it in some way? You don't have to have used every single thing to have them collected. And you'll see when I get into lists. So I use them. Have I used every single prompt and list? And I got 300 prompts in here. Have I used all 300 prompts? Absolutely not. Leona, I don't know why, but I had one of you. I think it was maybe your Christmas. I don't know. Something returned, Leona, and it said that your address was, it's the right address. So I don't know why it was returned, but I had something of yours return, Leona. So I don't know. Maybe you want to resend me your address again, but it returned with one of those yellow stickers, and it said, no address. So I don't know. So then I'll try to send it again. But anyway, yeah, it's a reference tool. Exactly. So I like having the numbered ones, and I have 24 of them here. But I'll have others too and more, and but anyway, I just want to get y'all started. Okay. And how I do this, and I made a little sample sheet here. Where'd I put it? Right here. Okay, I'll put it. So if you make a table of contents, let me find where I did. Here's my sample. Make a contents page, and I like to do this. Now, this is just a quick one that I did. I'm going to make it so I can get 25, 30, however many I want on here. But I wanted to show y'all an example. You can put stickers. Don't make it so neat you're afraid to use it. If you're afraid to slap in Post-it notes, and I'm going to show you some of my other ones here, and write and scribble and write down quick ideas, then you're going to defeat the purpose. This is not a art journal sketchbook, although you will probably put some sketches and doodles and stuff in it. It's not going to, if you try to be too neat and perfect, you're not going to use it like it's intended to do, to collect your ideas. But here's how I've got my little tabs here, and they're colors and there's numbers. So here's what I'm going to do, and this is repeat because I've got 25 of them. But I just want to start and show you how I'll make a new one of these because I'm going to scribble all over this one, and I also write big for you guys. I do not, when I write, like, for instance, the first tab we're going to talk about, this is my favorite pen to journal with. It's the Sharpie pen. It doesn't bleed. It's waterproof, and I just love my Sharpie pens for writing. So my first tab is going to be prompts. Now I think this is a medium point. I picked up a medium point one, but that's okay. I usually use the thin one. This is a medium tip. So I don't know if you can see. See, that's a medium tip there. But when I'm writing for you guys, I'm going to want to probably do this because I want y'all to see it on camera. Okay. But when I make up my notebook and my books, my journals, I write like this size, not this size, but I write this size for you guys to see on camera. So I want to say that because you're thinking, oh, you got to write these big words. And no, I don't do that when I'm by myself. This is for you guys. Okay. So this is how small I write when I'm doing my own. All right. This is going to be a lot, guys. So get out your notebooks, get out a piece of paper, get out some post-it notes. Okay. So this is how I'm going to do my different tabs. My tabs are going to be like this, but I might have some sub tabs. If I do sub tabs under the main tabs, for instance, let's just go with prompts. Number one is going to be prompts. Okay, that's going to be prompts. But let's just say I want to divide my prompts up to the prompts I get from Dee Dee. Maybe Janet had some Zentangle prompts, whatever. Then you can take these smaller tabs like these and put them up at the top of behind this tab. You can have other tabs at the top. However, whatever works for you, or just put a sheet like here. Here we go, like this. Prompts, okay, and it's going to go under this color. Okay, it's going to go under the. It doesn't look. There you go, lime green. So I might write prompts at the top in the color, and then maybe I'll have it divided up by Dee Dee prompts. And I'm just showing y'all. So whoever you have, if you go to some other YouTuber, that has prompts, then you can make different lists. Okay. Yes, Leona, class in progress. All right. If y'all have questions, if I'll tell you if I'm going to cover that in a minute. So if I am, then I'll just say I'm going to cover that in a minute. Otherwise, I will talk it over. Hi, Devin. Maritza, who else am I missing? I'm sure I'm missing some people coming in. Angela said hi to Kimberly, Brenda A. Okay, so this is how I'm going to do my new one. Okay, but if you want to use the one, and I might use these too. I might put these as a sub tab to one of these tabs. So it just depends on how far and involved you get in this. All right. But you can use these. The other option you have, and you can do both depending on what ideas you're going to collect, are the alphabet tabs. The alphabet tabs. Okay. And you can get these at online or at office supplies. And you can also in conjunction with, just you'll see as we go what'll work for you. By topic, you can do by alphabetize. Just make sure you have a content page. This is so important, guys. If you want to go back and find your ideas, you really have to have, this will be for my other those tabs. I'll have another one here for contents for the alphabet. Or at the very minimum, if you don't have a full-on content page for each letter of the alphabet, on the tab, the sheet that has the tab on it, and this is under A, put everything that's under A on here, everything that's under B on here, so that you need a content page. Otherwise, you're going to be really, if you need something kind of quick, or you have an idea that, oh yeah, I remember that, and you've got hundreds, if not thousands of ideas, if you don't have some way to organize them like this, and this is the simplest way that I found to do it, to organize it, then you're going to go, well, I don't know where I put that. Plus, I also have a couple, I think I have 3 or 4 of these kind of dividers. They're just some plastic dividers that I have some blank paper in, it's a place just to tuck things. So if you just have something you rip out of a magazine like that, I just got tore out for Sista, the Josephine Baker. And I'd say, okay, you're going to have a tab with famous people, or people of renown, or just people that you want. Anyway, we're not there yet. But let's just say you tear something out of a magazine and you have a tab for people. You can just go in here and you can just tuck it in there until you get to it. Okay. So it's nice to have a few of these, a couple of these. And you don't have to have them. I just kind of find that, and I also have some of these Happy Planner covers that I punch holes in because I like to big divide. Also like to have some hard copy, something hard to write on. If I want to just get something out and write on it, I'll have a divider that's hard enough to use as like a clipboard, All right, let me see if I'm missing anything. I don't see anything in caps. So I know, I do, if I know I've said it before, I do scrub back through my chats after the stream, either at night or the next day. I don't listen to my stream. I just go through the chat and see if there's new people, any questions I missed, that kind of thing. So I do scrub through my own videos to see if I've missed anything. So let's see. Okay. Thanks, sister. All right, so that's the actual notebook in and of itself. That being said, not everybody may like a big, giant 3-ring notebook. I have used, and I pulled a few different ones, and we're going to do our prompts because that's going to be the first thing. Under our first tab is going to be the prompt. That's my first tab because we all find prompts all over the place. All right, and then I've got, let me put these back in here. They fell out. I have a list of, and I'm going to go, and I asked Janet how the best way to cover this is. Here are all the tabs. These are the tabs. I asked Janet, I said, should I give them all the tabs? And again, they'll end up being more, and you guys will think up more. And if you do think up some really good ones, let me know. I might tab a new tab myself. But I started with about, let me see, let me count them. 1, 2. I have 20 and 8, 9. I think I have under 30. It's under 30 tabs, but there's sub tabs on some of them. There are sub tabs with some of the tabs. Okay. So you're going to get them all. I'm going to give you all the tabs, Jen, and I'll hold up the paper at the end after I read them all off and talk about them. But here's the thing. I'm not going to talk about all of them today. I'm only going to talk about a couple of them today. I'm going to give them all to you today, and you can start to think about, do I want that? Am I going to ever use that? Barbie photography is not on my list. However, let's just say it was. Barbie photography is probably one that you would not make a tab for, okay? But so that's what I'm trying to say. I'm going to give you all the tabs that I picked for today. Not that that's all that they'll ever be, but I try to make as many that interest me, might interest you, but you can always have more. But we're only going to show and talk about and how to use them a couple a week. And that's going to just depend on how much information is covered under each one. All right, does everybody got that? All right. But I'm going to do that in a minute because first I want to show y'all some other options for books other than a big 3-ring binder. I showed y'all this was the one that I used last year. This is my last year one. So if you want to just do a journal like this and just make your own tabs, put your own, and mine are by color so that when I go to find something, I can just go by the color. So you could do something like this. I've shown this before. And so if you don't want a big binder, you could do something like this. Here's the drawback of doing something in a book. You cannot move things around. Okay, yes, exactly, Kat. The tab should be relevant to you. I'm going to show you a whole bunch of different ones. Let's see, the brightness got a little out of control here with the bringing in of the blue book. But this is the one that I used mostly last year. And I did even tab some more things here to cover with you guys over the next weeks. Another one that you could do, and I've not worked in this one per se, but I set it up and I did not like that it's not connected to anything. These are individual books, individual little journals, okay? Just individual little books like, I've worked in over the years. And but I wanted to show you, if you like just working in individual books, you could also not rubber band them, but you could attach them with stretchy cording, if you really wanted to. But you could do something like individual books with tabs and or the alphabet. So you could do something like this. One of the things about this is if it's not attached, you can move the books around. So you could have general tabs, like we're going to do lists. You could have more general tabs than broken out like I have. This would be better for something like if you only have 10 tabs that you really care about, then something like this might work for you. Okay, then I'm just trying to show y'all some different ones. You could always just use a composition notebook. Here's a composition notebook that I made my own tabs with. This was a couple years ago. I made my own tabs and just glued them on, just wrote in there and glued them on. There's not even any dividers. They're just tabs stuck on there. And so I used this one year. So you could do this. Here's my bar. I've got 2 or 3 Barbie tabs in here because this is when I was really heavy into doing the Barbie photography. But you could do something like this. You don't have to have a big notebook if you don't like notebooks. But again, the problem with this, you can't move anything around. But you could make more tabs like Barbie photography. Oh, I ran out of room right here. So I had to go back over here and make another Barbie photography tab. Then I ran out of room. Then I had to go over here and make another Barbie photography tab. But the thing about something like this is very handy, portable. If you're on the go, something like a composition book may just be fine. Or if you're not sure you want to start collecting ideas, start with a composition book because this is $1, right? You don't have to do nothing. It's just, if you like happy planners, and I've got tons of happy planners that I don't plan. I do not plan. I'm not a planner. I'm like Denise. Denise is a planner, but she has jobs and different work, and she needs lots of, she likes to be very organized, and she, likes to have a lot of stuff. But you could do the same kind of thing in a happy planner that I'm doing in this because you can remove them. Like, let's just go here to a page. Because with the happy planner, you can move things around. Just take it out and you can pop it back in. So if you like the happy planner system, you could just, and this is all blank paper. But if you want to, you can incorporate your dated journal pages, your things that you keep track of. You can do a combo thing. You could do a combo planner idea collecting, but it's going to get big if you do that. So you see here how I've got these numbered, they're just numbered tabs. Again, same kind of system, same kind of setup. It's just in a happy planner type thing. And so that way you can move things around. I would recommend if you didn't want this to go with something like this because you can move it around. Hi, Raul. If y'all missed it, Raul did a thank you. I don't know if I can bring it up real quick. Let me see. I'll try. Raul did a thank you to everybody in the streamathon, and he did like a calligraphy of everybody's name. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Raul. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Is he going to pop up? Nope, he's not popping up real quick right here. Probably spelling. Oh, here we go. I got it. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. I'm going to show this to y'all. And then let me get past the ad. Let's see if I can. Okay, hang on. And there's music attached to it, but I'm just going to keep it on. I'm going to keep it on silent. Look at this, guys. Y'all go over there and give him a thumbs up. He did a name for all of you that were in the what do you call it? Oh, God. I got scavenger hunt on the brain. The streamathon. Everybody that was in the streamathon, he made y'all's name as like thanking y'all. So See? Oh, that's nice. Oh, Raul, I didn't see that. Thank you. So isn't that cool though? So y'all go over there and give him a thumbs up on his channel. I don't know if I'm at the end there. Right? Isn't that cool? So thank you. Kat put a link to his channel. So yeah, y'all go over there and thank Raul for making y'all's names. Okay, so there's that. You can do a happy planner system thing. Same thing as this, same kind of tabs, except these are on the ring, the disc bound rather than a 3-ring binder. Now this of course is going to be more expensive. And you can buy paper. This is grid paper. You can buy blank paper. There's no planner sheets in here. I don't have any happy planner, dated, monthly, weekly, none of that. It's just grid paper and blank paper. Okay, because that's not what mine is for. I'm not doing planning in it. But I wanted to show y'all some different options, right? So there's those options. Then one year I did this, and this is still an ongoing one that I still add to because I have so much good stuff in it. It's one of these giant 800 sketchbook pages. It's just, and of course you can use any kind of sketchbook, any kind of sketchbook. This happens to be one of those big ones you get off of Amazon, and I put my own tabs. And the different colors mean different things, and I have it all organized, and it's just all different. This is one of my Mama Jamba ones. But see, I have this much space left in it. I've got things taped in the back here that I still need to do something with, but I have this much left. So I'll still continue to use this. I will continue to use this because it's got a lot of my good ideas in it. So whoever was asking before, do you use up all those ideas? Well, no. Here's one of the examples. So what I wanted to show you though is you could just use a sketchbook and just use the kind of tabs that you, like I showed you here. These, this isn't going to stay in here. I'll just put this in here to show y'all these kind of things. So you can just use these kind of tabs in a notebook. All right. I need to let me put a clippy on that because that's going to keep falling out. Put a big clip on these tabs here in the front so they quit flying out. Okay, there we go. So there's that. All right. Do we have any questions so far as the kind of book? And have y'all decided on a kind of book? Do y'all like the idea of a 3-ring binder? Now you can also do the smaller 3-ring binders, but they're usually not very thick, and you can't get a lot in there. If you're really going to be serious about collecting ideas, you're going to want a lot of real estate to put that in. Okay, let's see. Let's move that over there. I'm looking around here. Okay. Let me check chat, sip my water. All right. First tab is prompts. So, and let me reiterate this. You do not have to put your tabs in the same order that I do. Just because my first tab is going to be prompts, my first tab is going to be the green. I got a bunch of blank paper here, and this is just copy paper. I bought a whole ream of it that's already punched. Okay, you can buy punched copy paper. Got it on Amazon. You can get it at Office Supplies. No, I think I might have got this at Office Depot. Anyway, but you can get it on Amazon. You can, the 3 that's already punched, or you can just punch it yourself, Also, if you don't like blank paper, you like writing on line paper, then just use notebook paper. But have some sheets of blank so that if you need a doodle or mind map or something, and you are a person that gets distracted by notebook lines, have some blank paper in there. I could use either one. I like blank paper because I don't need lines to write straight or to keep lists or anything. I just don't need the notebook paper. But sometimes, if you're writing a lot, you might want some lines. Okay, so let me go back here. Tammy goes, some might have 2 personalized binders. Tammy. I'll make adjustments in a renewed commitment. Y'all are so funny. But I want y'all to do this because it's so helpful for when you do want to do a project or you think I don't have and it just baffles me when people go, I just can't think of anything to do. I have no ideas. And I always say the past at least 10 years, do you have a Society of Idea Collector notebook? Well, no. Well, I can't help you. If you have a notebook where you're writing down your ideas, your prompts, your lists, and other things that I'm going to cover with you, we may not get to the color booking today. If not, we'll do that Wednesday. But I'm going to try to at least start it, but we'll see. But anyway, if you, hi, Colleen, anybody else coming in? Yeah. Well, see, I also have notebooks for other things too. If I have a heavy study project, a history project, a theology project, all those have their own books as well, Arlene. But you can, if you're new to collecting ideas, you can start with this. And then if it starts, like for instance, Samantha into fashion, she might have an idea collecting notebook, but her fashion is this much, So she's going to move into her own fashion notebook. You see what I'm saying? Same thing, whatever you have a lot of, or you do a lot of, note taking, idea study, whatever, then you're going to probably end up with a different notebook for that, depending on how much you collect in that topic or that, subject. Someone might have a word. Yeah, there you go. Or let me click on that. It's not clicking. For some reason, Tammy, it's not letting me click. Or it's not letting me remove Arlene. It's not letting me do anything here. Let's see. It's not letting me do, I don't know. It's not letting me, there it goes. Someone might have a word of the year binder. Or if you don't have a word of the year binder, you could have a word of your year tab. Okay, to start with. Okay. All right. So, and a lot of people, do use, Devin's talking about using the phone. There's apps on your phone you could do, but there's something about writing things down, guys. I'm telling you, especially if you have an idea real quick and I would never go and say, okay, let me go to my app. Let me find that. Where do I talk? Where's it? No, I have a Post-it note. I write it on a Post-it note. I always have this handy. I have some by my bed. I have this handy. I'll write an idea down. I can slap it in the notebook at any tab and go back later and do something with it. Or just keep the tab. Just keep the Post-it note. I have a lot of places where I just keep Post-it notes. Right here on my desk, I have my community tab. Check my community tab. I post books every week. I have another tab here. Cameron wants copies of some of my postcards. I got that right here. The scavenger hunt, I got a Post-it note there. Let's don't forget about scavenger hunt. You got till April 7th. Then I've got, here's today's title, coloring and collecting ideas. That's just right here, So I just love me some Post-it notes. But Denise is one to put things in her phone too. But she loves her notebooks too. And she's going to list art supplies. Well, that's true. How I do that, Devin, is I will take a picture, like for instance, and I haven't done it in a while because I have all the inks that I want. But let's just say I find that there's a sale on distress oxides. I'll throw all these out on my desk, take a picture of it before I go shopping for new distress oxides. And then if you keep that photo in your art supply phone tab or whatever, then you will always know what you have, so you're not rebuying the same things, right? See, I said how to flow. Brenda A. Jane, hi Jane. Anybody else coming in I miss? Okay, so again, this is what I'm going to use this year, and as I use it, I will also try to keep y'all updated and on task, if you will. And I'm getting ready to go over the list here again. So get your, and I will hold it there so y'all can take a screenshot of it. Okay, y'all can take a screenshot of and again, it's probably not even everything I'm going to say, but it's a start. And then I've got this little notebook here that I started writing things in to share with you guys. This is my handy share the Society of Idea Collector stuff with you. I showed y'all how I make a contents page with my numbers, or if you do the alphabet, or if you do words, and each one's a different one. The first one is going to be prompts. Okay, prompts. So if you want to make a prompt page for one of your tabs, and again, it doesn't have to be number 1. It can be, if you want your prompts to be number 25, you do you. You can put the placement. The placement of the tabs is not important. But the fact that you have them written down. I would write them down. I would write everything down I'm going to tell y'all just on a side, on a sheet of paper, and then go back and figure out, kind of say, well, do I want prompts, then lists? How do I want to arrange them, like that? Okay. Yeah, it does. It does solve a lot of problems when you take a photo of the supplies you have so you don't rebuy. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is prompts. And just to do something with it, we're going to go ahead and pick our 5 prompts. We try to do this every Monday. And if y'all missed it, oh my gosh, Terry Brett's prompts from last week, it rocked. If I can, let me see if IG will behave and let me bring it up. Let's see. Okay, let's go find Terry. Okay. So Terry, the prompts from last week were archer, helicopter, doll, scorpion, and eel. Those were the 5 prompts from last Monday. Here's what Terry did with this. There's an archer fending off a scorpion. There's a doll down there. There's a snake coming there. He's got a helicopter up there. Terry did that from the prompts. And I'm sure she wrote them down. I'm sure she wrote those prompts down. All right, so I'm going to pull 5 prompts. You can write them down just, on a Post-it note for now. Hi, Kathy Bird. So you'll have to go back and see all the different books and ideas that we started out with, Kathy, because I'm not going to have time to, anybody coming in, you're just going to have to go back because I can't, and you might have been lurking, Kathy, I don't know. All right, so I'm going to pick 5 off the top. Here we go. 5 off the top. Magenta, sword. I know, Terry. Beard. Let me put them up here. Faith and halo. Those are 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's 5. So there we go. So there's 5 prompts for today. Now, I always suggest use at least 3 of them. If you want to add more, that's fine. This is up to you. These are basic ideas, prompts for you to do something with them. And as you just saw what Terry Brett did with them, it was amazing. Hi, Tori. Anybody else coming in I missed? Okay, so there's today's prompts. Let me hold them up real quick. So if you want to write them down, magenta, sword, beard, faith, and halo. And I have about 300 in here, and I try to mix them up and pick 5 new ones every Monday. But if you write them down, you will, if you've been writing them down for weeks, then you've got pages and pages and pages of prompts already. Okay. So again, you want to make a content page of all your tabs. And again, you do not have to put them in the order that I put mine. That the order of them does not matter. I can't say that enough. You put it however the order is of the things that you're going to use the most or the color you might like for it, whatever. But then you make a sheet, start with a sheet, put the, whatever it is. And then again, If you got prompts from me, maybe Janet or other YouTubers, you could have another sheet for each person. You could have, you know, if y'all are taking classes and someone's giving you prompts in a class, put that on there, that, you know, prompts from so-and-so and so-and-so YouTuber or whatever. Okay. But this is your basic stuff right here. Now, let me put this right here because I don't want to lose that. I do like using super tips. These are very inexpensive. Very, very inexpensive. You can get a pack of like, I don't know, 50 at least for $10 at Michael's. And then there's sometimes they're on sale. Hobby Lobby, Walmart. But I love these for a couple reasons. One, they're inexpensive. Two, there's tons of colors, tons of colors. And so I even got some more colors over here for the colors that are in my tabs. Okay, you don't have to do this. You could just use color pencil and make a little color. You don't have to put color at all. You could just put my tab number 1 is prompts and not even put any colors. It just looks good, you know. And then also the other thing I like about them is that you can write thick, thin, you can do angle. Let's I got something right there. Let's come over here. There's something under there. All right, so you can do thick and thin. You can do, you know, just write it. You could just print it. But it just kind of makes it fun to have colors, you know, along with your colorful tabs. And again, you could make your own tabs. They can be flowers, colors, whatever you want. Make it you. Make your book you. Because you want, if you don't like it, you're not going to do it. You're not going to use it. That's why I have so many different ones. Sometimes I'll get bored with the 3-ring binder. So, you know, one year I decided to do this, you know? So, and then I do have notebooks where I still have ideas in them on the shelf that, you know, accumulate over the years as well. So I didn't pull all my 3-ring binders. I just pulled one brand new one. Okay. All right. Let's see if there's anything else. All right. So prompts is the first tab or the first topic. Again, they don't have to be in this order. The second one, and the one that's probably going to take me the longest to talk about and describe, and I have done this before, I've talked about it before on different streams. And hi, everybody in the balcony. And that is lists. Again, I'm writing big for you guys. Okay. I'm writing big for you guys. So I'm going to have to let me do another sheet here because I'm going to have a lot to write about this one. Okay, so then let's just go ahead and get a green, dark green here. Let's get the darker green. And we're going to have list. Okay. Second tab is list. I'm going to give y'all all my tabs here in just a minute. But we're only going to talk about a couple every week. Or depending on how in-depth they get. List is very in-depth. So we may not get past this one today. After list, I'll probably give you all the tab names. And then next week, we'll talk about some of the other ones. Because there's a lot. I have 25 or 30 tabs. My hands are dry. I need some lotion. Okay. So under list, and I have talked about this before. Let me get my little notebook over here where I have my notes. I have my notes over here. Okay. And I'm going to write big. Again, I'm writing big. You can either make sub tabs with each one of these. Make a sub tab of each of the things I'm going to write here. Or just keep them on one sheet. However you want it. What works for you. Just start. That's a thing. Start. All right. So, and the other thing I wrote down is that Society of Idea Collector, if you also, I told y'all last week for homework to go look up commonplace books. Commonplace books have been around like since the Renaissance, probably before that, but anyway. And it's just a place where you keep all it's kind of like your own personal encyclopedia is what it is. But they did not have binders back then. So they just used books. And so they had very elaborate ways of keeping track of everything that they collected because they couldn't move things around. So it was, but if you go look up commonplace books, you'll enjoy that, I think. All right. Oh, thanks, Jane. And if I miss seeing something, let's see, I forgot to do my homework. Well, that's okay because you all had to do the scavenger hunt. And don't forget, y'all have until April 7th to work on it. And Janet, I'm sure we'll talk about it today. So make sure you go over. Let me click on Janet here. Make sure y'all go to Janet Comes On at 1. They made notes about how to fit binders. Yes. So make sure y'all go to Janet's at 1 Eastern today, and she has a guest on today, and I'm sure she'll talk about the scavenger hunt. Okay, so list. And I have done this before. I've shown y'all this, a very basic way to collect lists. I first recommend, I'm going to write this here, collect your own ideas first before Googling. Is that how you spell Googling? Before Googling. So you can find tons of lists online, thousands of lists. But start by trying to make your own list first before you start Googling them, because you're going to be using your own imagination and your own creativity to make your list first before you start going out there and getting everybody else's list. Okay. After you've made your own list or a few lists, then go out there and collect some more. There's nothing wrong with that because you're collecting ideas. But try to collect your own ideas first. That's just me. All right. So now this is a part I've shown y'all before. Let me go ahead and zoom in one. I think I'll zoom in. I've talked about this before and shown these before over the years. And it is people. Hang on. And again, I would not normally write this big, but I'm doing it so that it shows up on camera. Okay. We're going to start with, I'll start with this. People is anything alive. And you could rename this anything alive if you don't like just calling it people. But it's anything alive / living. Okay. Other than nature. Nature is its own list. Now remember, this is list. All right. So then we're going to have nature, occupation, and I'll tell y'all why to do this. Occupation, transportation. And this is especially good if you are doing illustrations, like for instance, what Terry does. Okay. Like what Terry pulls, she pulls out, the prompts to do these kind of things. All right. So we're going to start with this. So anything alive. Okay. So now you're going to have, this is your main list heading. So you can put them all under lists. I would recommend having a sheet, a page for each. You can file it under your green list tab. I just say that because that's what I'm doing. You can file it under this tab, but then have at least, and you will find you will have many more pages than one, but have a page for each. Okay, a page for each. All right, y'all following me so far? Y'all still with the tour? Okay. Under people, you're going to have animals. And I'll hold this up in a minute. I'm writing, big, but not, I'll hold it up. Insects. And you're going to think of more. I just, made a kind of a general one here. Birds, fish. And I'm going to tell y'all why to do this. I'm going to tell you why to do this in a minute. Reptiles, maybe sea creatures, its own, instead of just fish, you could have any kind of sea creatures. Okay, so, and that's just a start. I just wanted to get y'all going. Okay, thanks, Zen. Okay, so anything alive other than nature, because under nature, you're going to have trees, flowers, let's see, I had a whole bunch of them written down here for y'all. uh, just plants in general, plants. And it could be ocean. Then again, it could be the ocean plants, you know, like anything like that. Rocks, gems, jewels, um, fungi like mushrooms, anything like anything in a garden. Let's put garden here. You might, if you are a gardener, you'll probably have your own garden tab or your own garden journal. Okay, squirrels would be under animals. Okay, so here again, Raul or anybody, you're going to break all these out. Your animals, then you could have mammals, you can break these out. You could have a whole page of one animal. If you're really researching one animal, you're going to have lots of pages, people. Trust me. Once you get going on this, you'll see. All right, so here we go. So starting with people, anything alive other than nature, animals, insect, birds, fish, reptiles, sea creatures. Then nature, you're going to have like trees, flowers, plants, ocean plants, rocks, anything in nature. And this is just, I'm just giving y'all like the bare bones here, people. Bare bones. Okay, places. This can be any country, city, room in a house. It can be any place, any place. So wherever, um, any place in the world. Okay, so that just kind of covers that, any place. It can be a room, a city. It could be your front yard, your backyard, the garden. You know, in your yard. And I'm just going to write this just because it breaks it out into more ideas. It could be your garden. It could be in the mountains. It could be at the ocean. Any place. Okay. Now, and I'm going to tell y'all why you need to do this in just a minute, but I'm trying to get, this is why I said the list one is going to take the longest to really cover. Occupations. Now, don't just think about current, but past, current, and past occupations. Okay, that could be like in the medieval days. There might have been, different kind of, the what kind of monks were that? There's just all kinds of eras. A samurai. Okay, a samurai. Okay, back in, the era of the Japanese samurai. It could have been, I'm trying to think of different cultures, but occupations, that can be anything. It could be your nurses, your doctors, your artists. It can be any kind of occupation. There's a lot. Trust me. You think, oh, there's only about 10 occupations. No, hundreds. There are hundreds of occupations when you start breaking it down. Things is just like it says. It can be your kitchen utensils. It can be your art tools. It can be your garden tools. It could be cars, even though we have a transportation, but anything you think about can go under there. It can be cleaning supplies. I'm just looking around the room trying to think. Anything that you could fill a whole notebook like this with just things. Okay. But just start. Make a page for each of these. Transportation. You're going to, obviously you're going to think about cars, trucks, but think about a skateboard, roller skates, anything that you can move on. You might have a trolley, a snowmobile, anything. So there's a start. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Time machine. There you go. I like that one. Time machine, Raul. Although I have science and science fiction tabs. So, but there you go. Like that, Raul. All right, so I'm going to hold this here for a second. If y'all want to take a screenshot or write down what's relevant to you or what you're getting out of it for this. I'm just going to hold this here for a minute. Again, this is just the beginning of lists. Okay? and you want to pay at least one page for each. Start with the the ones I have in squares. Start with the, people, places, things, nature, occupation, transportation. At least start with a page of those and write down, some of these things on it. Now, there you go, Angie, your feet. Now, the one of the reasons and the main reason that I like for everybody to do this is, and then you can number them if you want or not. Sometimes I number things, sometimes I don't, in the categories. But let's just say you number them. You don't have to number them. You could just say, all right, we won't number them. We'll do this. Let's just say you say the number 5. So you're going to go through each of these. Let me get another sheet here. You're going to go through each of your list here. You're going to flip. First, you're going to go to people. You're going to count down 5. It could be 50. It could be 100. It could be number 20. It could be number 2. I'm just going to pick number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got reptiles. Now, under reptiles, see, I'm going to have that broken out in my book. I'm going to have turtles, snakes, Komodo dragon. I'm going to have list of each one of these. Each one of these will have their own list. Okay. But for now, I'm just going to kind of show you why it's good to have this kind of thing. So you're going down here and anything like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reptiles. Then you go down here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 garden. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cleaning supplies. Whoops. Cleaning supplies. Nature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ocean plants. And you don't have to do all 6 of them. You could just do 3, 4, but it just makes you think. Okay. And then occupation 1, 2, let's just say it came up to be artist. And then transportation 1, 2, 3, 4 roller skates. Okay. So let's just say you pick number 5. You pick number 5 from your list, and this is what you got. Here's your prompts right there. Just like I pull out of the bowl, here you go. Here's some prompts for you to do something with. Reptiles in a garden with cleaning supplies. You could have a lizard with little gloves on cleaning leaves in the garden. He could be an artist, or you could have an artist there as well, drawing. And you could have the reptile, you could have the lizard on roller skates. You see how your imagination starts working? Okay, you see how your imagination starts working when you have your list to work with. Otherwise, you're just going, I don't know what to draw today. Did Dee Dee give us 5 things today? Which, I'm not saying, yeah, I'll use those too, because that goes in your prompts. That goes in your prompts. Okay. But if you have your list, and again, lists are going to be probably your most, other than researching on a certain topic or something, this is going to be your most, the most under a tab are going to be your list, because you are not only going to do people, which is anything live, you're going to have your animals, and you're going to write down every animal you can think of. And trust me, you can fill pages. You can fill pages with just animal lists. And try to do that first. Try to do that first before you go on Google and say, give me a list of animals. First, go through and try to write, what's in my mind right now is because I did Farmtober, Ink Farmtober. So I got farm animals on my mind. Horse, pig, then there's a dog, a rooster, a chicken, a lamb. There was a bat in the belfry. You see what I'm saying? So you're going to write down every animal you can think of. Try just sometime when you're just sitting there watching TV, or TV's on the background, the kids are watching something or whatever you're doing, just sit there with your notebook and write down every animal you can think of. And the same thing with every insect, every bird, blue jay, robin, raven, every bird you can think of, fish, catfish, swordfish, every kind of fish. Sea creatures could be, your mammals, your sharks, anything else besides just fish. So you can make lists for each one of these. Now, I know I'm not seeing chat. I don't know if people are saying, asking any question. Yeah, you can write down every animal you see on the TV. And it really is a good idea to keep some paper, notebook, or just some, something small when you're watching TV, because then you can get ideas, you can sketch, you can doodle, you can note take while you're watching TV. I can't tell you how many times I got good ideas just sitting there watching the History Channel, Discovery Channel, or even a comedy show. Okay. Same thing for places. Have a sheet, at least a sheet to start with. A sheet. Remember, a page for each of these countries, cities, rooms, or your yard, garden. Just start making places. Have a page for things, and that this is going to fill up this. You can have a whole encyclopedia just on things. Okay. Hi, Jasper. Same thing for nature, occupations, transportation. This is the basic list that I tell everybody to make when I talk about the Society of Idea Collecting notebook. This right here: people, places, things, nature, occupation, transportation. And then also one other, which won't be as extensive yet because it will fall under swatches, is also colors. You could at least make a list of colors, even though we're going to have a tab for using colors, but you could also have a tab just for colors. Okay. Do you have, I'm showing you right here, Zinjin. I'm not sure what you mean. The lists that I have are just longer. This is it. This is this is the start of the list. This is not all your list. This is just the start. Okay. And here, I'm getting ready to give y'all this. Okay. How I do it, and again, I've done so many and for so long that, like, I don't have to think up all the animals anymore. I've got lists of them. Okay. We're going to have a swatch tab. We'll get to that in a minute, Jasper. Here's what I'm talking about right here. Start by thinking of everything you can think of on your own. Okay. Everything you can think up on your own. And then when you think you run out of ideas, wait till the next day and you'll think up more. And when you finally think, I think I've got all the animals written down that I could ever write down, then go on Google if you want to. Okay. And look up more. But start with this. Okay. Start with this. And again, we started with prompts, and you could write where you get them. You could put the week. You could put, like, here's week 1 of January 2025, Dee Dee's prompts, and I already gave them to you. And you could write those down under week 1 if you want to do it that way. You can break this out however it works for you. Okay. So the 2 tabs that we have so far are prompts and list. Under the list tab, whichever one you decided, you don't have to be in the same order I'm doing it. Then you're going to have people, places, things, nature, occupation, and transportation. There's a start. When you finish this and you run out of this, let me know, and I'll give y'all some more. But this is just list. And again, I told y'all that list is going to be the most comprehensive of the collecting. And it's also one of the most useful, because you can take and pick from every list one thing from every list and make a whole story. Let me get a sip of water here. Okay. So, yeah. So any questions on list, just tell me that real quick. Again, here's the content page. I can't go back to 8:30 and start over. So if y'all are coming in right now, you're going to have to go back and watch from the beginning. Okay. But do you have any questions on just lists? Okay. Okay. Well, it's a way to get ideas in, Jen. It's a way to gather ideas for art, writing, storytelling, and just learning in general. Okay. All right. So that is the list. Let me see what my next thing was here. All right. Then I am going to go ahead and give y'all all the tabs. Now remember, this is list. This is one tab. List is one tab. Prompts is one tab. I have at least 25 or 30 tabs. I might have more. I'm going to read them off to you, and y'all get some, and then I'll show you the paper after I read them off, because I want to do a little explaining as we go. Okay. And then you can make a screenshot of my paper, but it's not complete, it's not everything, but it's a start. All right. All right. Y'all ready to write down? Y'all ready to write down? Let me brighten up this a little because I'm on a white sheet here. Okay. So now everything that I'm going to give y'all is its own tab. Okay. If I say something and it's broken out, I will tell you that too. All right. So you ready? Maybe I should just write them as we go. No, I've already written them out. Okay. Color combos. And again, everything I'm going to call out now could be a tab. I just don't have 30 of them ready. Okay, but I'm going to call them out, then I'll show you this. But I want to kind of explain things as we go. Color combos. That could be the color combos that you get off Design-Seeds online. It could be your color cubes. It could be that you open a home and garden magazine and you see a bedroom that has teal, peach, and pink. And you go, oh man, I love those three colors. I don't know about ever doing a room those colors, but I like that teal, peach, and cream. Tear that out, tear out the little piece there from the magazine and put it under your color combo. See, I don't really want to make these into tabs right now because I've got them over here, but I just want to kind of show you the idea. Anything that we're talking about, anything tabbed, any tab could have I'll just put down magazine, but it could be anywhere. Magazine images. Okay, it could be images from anything, but just so that you kind of know. Your color combos, it's its own tab, and you could collect those color combo ideas in magazines, or like, let's just say you're looking over here and go, oh man, I like that brown, orange, and yellow that Dee Dee has there. Well, write that down. If you have some color pencils, swatch it down real quick. Okay. Color combo. And then you're also, later on, I've got for under art supplies, you could combine this or make it its own. You're also going to have swatches. So you can do them together or separate, your color combos and your swatches. And by swatches, I mean you can swatch all your paints. You could swatch all your Copics, all your markers. You could swatch all your watercolors. Okay. Hi, Jasper. Oh, you're just saying hi to everybody. Okay. Color combos and swatches. Those could be two different tabs or the same one. You got to kind of think of what works for you and how you like to collect your colors. Okay. So color combos and swatches. Now, from now on, I'm going to give you the tabs, but I am not going to get into descriptions of them. We're going to do that week by week. Every week, we're going to talk about a couple of the different tabs. Okay. I'm going to give you the tabs that I have. And then next week, we'll talk about some more of them. And maybe not in this particular order. I'm going to pick which ones I want to talk about. But you can write them down. You can just keep a list of them until we get to them. You can make a tab for it or not, however you want to do it. This is how my content page looks, like this, except they're going to be 25 or 30 of them. Okay. And again, I don't write this big in my own personal journal, my own idea journal. I write very little. I write like that. But I have to write big so y'all can see it. Okay. All right. So I'm going to call out the rest of the tabs. You can write them down and then I'll put the paper up under here, but we're not really going to talk about them until next week. So you can start writing what you might think about them, what sparks your imagination via this list I'm going to read out, and write down. You don't have to, do it here. Just go after, the stream, go and think about what each one of these might personally mean to you. And then next week, the week after, hi Peggy, I showed your scavenger hunt desk drawing earlier, Peggy. That was awesome. Okay, so here we go. Y'all ready? And this is I can't say this enough. This is in no particular order. And next week, I may pick number 8 to talk about or number 25 to talk about. So these are in no particular order. Okay, they're not numbered. They're just hi, Cat and Pace. So we have our prompts in our list, which we did that, which I told you was going to be the most extensive one to talk about today. Words, and under words slash, or dash, if you want to put a dash, words, definitions, and etymology, the history of words. Okay. Fashion, which includes fabrics, textures, textiles, eras. Under people, don't confuse that with this people, which is anything living. Famous people, famous artists, or anyone you want to know more about. I wrote famous artists because we're all into knowing more about famous artists. It could be famous illustrators, musicians, whatever. I just wrote famous, but it doesn't have to be famous. You could be your grandmother, But people, you're going to have a people tab. Countries and cities. And if you want to see how a great way, maybe Jan will show it today, her passport journal. If you would have written all these cities and countries down, you could have probably I don't know, anybody can make it as good as Janet, but she's got a passport journal where she's drawing, collecting, idea collecting, sketches, stamping, doodles of different countries. And I hope she'll show that today on her show. But countries and cities is a tab. Thankful. And again, I would probably put mine at the end because I'm thankful for everything, but just have a thankful tab and write down things you're thankful for. You do not realize how much that affects your life, your business, your career, your friends, your family, everything is how thankful you are. And I can't stress that enough. You have to be thankful. So thankful. All right, this is one that I like because I collect these things. Symbols, numbers, glyphs, any kind of symbology, like if you ever looked at any Hieronymus Bosch's paintings, you see all the symbology, all that stuff has meaning. So if you're interested in collecting what things mean, like Salvador Dali's paintings, what is that? What does that melting watch clocks mean? What do those weird characters in Hieronymus Bosch's paintings mean? Anything, symbols, numbers, glyphs. It could be graffiti, anything like that. Okay. Symbols, numbers, glyphs. That's all, one thing. Holidays. And that can be plans, memories. I'm just giving you the very basic holidays. Okay. Along with these lists here, the next thing I would put on my list of things to collect under lists are emotions, emotions and actions. Because then you can pick, where's our little lizard? Where's our lizard here? Okay, our reptile. When he was in the garden with his little cleaning gloves on, cleaning supplies, maybe he's angry. So an emotion that you could have picked from a list may have been anger, or it could have been joyful, or it could have been stressed because he's had so much to clean in that garden, So emotions, make a list of emotions. Also, another one to make a list of a sheet with is actions. That's hundreds, thousands of actions. Anything that you can think of. You could be gardening, you could be drawing, you could be digging, you could be crying, you could be anything, any kind of action. You could be riding a bike, you could be driving a car, you could be, painting a painting, any kind of action. So I would have, along with these lists right here, I would have emotions and actions or their own tabs, whichever works for you. History, anything to do with any kind of history that is interesting to you or not. If you don't care a thing about history, then I feel sorry for you. But anything that's historical, it could be anything. And we're going to talk more about each one as the weeks progress. Today, I'm just giving you the tabs. Journal themes ideas, and supplies. I have a whole, excuse me, I got the hiccups from my lemon water. I have a whole sheet of every kind of paper, book sheets, music sheets. I have a whole page of just papers to use on journals. Um, and so we'll talk about that when we get there. But journal themes, journal ideas, journal supplies. Just put that on. And I say journals because we all like to journal in some form or another, some kind of journaling, regardless of the size, the book, the travelers, the big, the mini, the little, whatever. We all like journals. And so if you collect journal themes, if you remember a couple years ago, I did little books on Japan, Alice in Wonderland, nature, Art Nouveau. I did about 15, 20 different ones. So those can be your journal themes. If you have ever want to make a journal on a particular theme, write that under that tab, along with any journaling ideas. Let's just say you wanted to do a journal on Japan, or Alice in Wonderland. Let's pick Alice in Wonderland. You wanted to do a journal on Alice in Wonderland. You could write down, where would I get information? What have I read Alice in Wonderland? What are the characters in Alice in Wonderland? Could I draw them? Could I find pictures of them? Could I find collage soup or poor toast images? Could I find them in a magazine, a book? You see what I'm saying? You want to write as much as you can about that theme, and it would have its own page under journal themes. You'd have Alice in Wonderland, Japan, nature, whatever. But again, I'm getting ahead of myself because we're going to talk about each of these tabs as the weeks progress. All right, so I just talked about list, themes, and we'll get to that too, themes, songs, quotes, questions. If you don't have a page that has to write down your questions, let me just give you some of the questions that you can ask. And I wrote them down so I didn't forget any of them, but I probably will. I will forget all my questions. But here we go. Make a page of just questions to ask. Now, these questions you could ask on anything. Who, what, where, when, why, how, why not, and what if. And why not, I think, was Mary's. I think I got that one from Mary. So who, what, where, when, why, how, why not, and what if. What if is a good one, because what if this little reptile that's cleaning the garden, what if? Why? How? When? You want to write down the questions. You want a tab of questions. If you don't have any questions, then you're going to be a sheep. We'll put a sheep tab. If you have no questions, you will be a sheep. Okay, so questions. Another tab is YouTuber and or streamers. If you like certain YouTubers, you watch them all the time, me or Janet or Devin or whoever, have a YouTube tab where you can keep notes, ideas, maybe even their channel name, and what they're doing, and you could date it on so-and-so date. Devin did a jelly plate using this and that. She on so-and-so date. So if you ever want to find the day that Devin did a jelly plate transfer, she did that on November 20th. I'm just making this up. I don't know. So Devin did a jelly plate image transfer using magazines on so-and-so date. So then if you think, oh man, I want to do an image transfer, I know Devin did one. Let's go to my YouTube tab. Oh, there it is. Okay. It was on so-and-so date. Devin did a YouTube transfer with the magazine image. You'll have that information. Otherwise, you're going to be out there searching a while. You know what I mean? If you write some of this thing, and I'm not saying you have to write down every YouTuber you watch, everything, but I would suggest always having Post-it notes and a Sharpie with you, so that if you are watching Devin, you could just write Devin, date, and she did this magazine. And then, even if you don't get to it, then okay, so that's going under my YouTuber. It's filed, right? That's filed. It's in there. It's under that tab. Devin did a magazine image transfer on January 6th. Well, she's not, but I'm just saying. You could, even if you just wrote it on a Post-it note and slap that Post-it note under the tab. This is why I said don't get too hung up on the neatness, the precision, because it's all about collecting the ideas, not about having this like a spreadsheet. If you do that, you're just not going to have any fun. Yeah, just tell you will not have any fun. Okay, so YouTubers, streamers, people that you've come across, someone mentioned, and later on, I talk about supplies, swatches, papers, products. You could also put your Amazon, if not the direct link, you could write the name of the product. Like today, we talked about the grabby double-sided acrylic markers. If you wrote down grabby, Dee Dee showed double-sided acrylic markers. If you wrote that on a Post-it note, you could go to your supply tab and just shove that little Post-it note there. You don't even have to, stick it and stiff it. Stick it and stuff it. Oh my gosh, I love that. I'm writing that down, Jane. See? There we go. This will go in the Wingnut book. Stick it and stuff it. I'm going to keep this with all this for now, Jane. But yeah, because it's on a Post-it note and we're talking about Post-its. In case anybody had any other ideas of what we might be talking about. Love that, Jane. Okay, so you can do that. You don't have to go in there, oh, I need to make a full sheet. I got to make a list. You don't have to do all that. You can just stick it and stuff it. Love that, Jane. All right, next. All right, so we got questions, YouTubes and streamers. Again, you can just, and I know y'all are in your imagination already thinking of all the things that you could make under that tab. It could be your own streams. I have one for my own streams too. So, and again, I'm not even mentioning Barbie photography because I know none of y'all don't probably do that. But you could have a project and what did I have it here? I had it somewhere. Project. I skipped around. Project. I just had projects. Your projects, your special projects, whatever your projects are. Like mine might be Barbie photography, or it might be you might be doing a scavenger hunt at the moment, and you want a tab for scavenger hunt. Just make a tab for projects. And under projects, you could have scavenger hunt. You could be doing, if there was something you were doing on the streamathon, whatever, just your projects. Let me write down your projects. Okay. All right. I'm going to show you my list here in just a minute. Y'all can take a screenshot. Any kind of classes or resources. Again, this could be, it could be just like it says, and I'm going to talk about them more as we go through the weeks. Right now, I just really want to give you the tabs, classes and resources, any studies you're doing. If you're taking any in-depth classes where you have to keep a lot of notes, or you're just studying something on your own. I'm always studying different ancient history, theology. I'm always studying something. So studies can be anything. All right, here's another one. And this could be either one or multiple tabs, depending on your interest. Stories, myths, legends, folk tales, fairy tales, fantasies, conspiracies. I just threw that one in there because I want to put the chicken head. My little chicken, the sky is falling, chicken, conspiracies. So under stories, you could have myths, legends, folk tales, fairy tales, fantasy, or any kind of story. Okay. Books. And Colleen goes, well, I don't really read a lot of books. And then Kathy Berg and I laughed. Colleen, how many art books do you have? Well, I have a few thousand. She probably said hundreds, but Kathy and I threw in the thousands. So you can make a list, and this is something that would take you a while if you have a lot of books. Or if you don't want to write down all the books that you have, you could write down your current reading, your to be read, your TBRs. It could be your I did not finish books, or it could be your book notes, or what did you think about those books. It could be the art books, your illustration books. It can be any books, just a tab with books. Okay. Colleen laughing in there. Yeah, she is. A tab for mind maps. Now we've done some mind maps here and different. I'm not going to get into it right now. Just have a tab for mind maps, and we'll get to that later. Goals and accomplishments. You should kind of keep track. And you don't have to. It doesn't have to be extensive. This doesn't have to be a planner, but you could write down some of the goals and accomplishments. Like let's just say you have a YouTube channel. Devon's writing down, oh well, I made 10,000 subbies now. I don't know how many subbies she has. She should have at least 10,000. I mean, if she doesn't, she needs to. Y'all need to go follow Devon. But but just some major goals and accomplishments. And again, you can get into as much detail or not as you want. We already did prompts is down here later in the list. We already covered prompts as number one. And then I already mentioned supplies, swatches, papers, products. So I think that's everything. And let me just kind of, it's general tabs. I've already got sub tabs for all these. You'll see. 1, 2. Oh, food, recipes, and restaurants. Anything that has to do with recipes, restaurants you visited, food you like. If you draw food, you want to collect pictures of food, you might want to do a watercolor of food. So food, recipes, and restaurants. I kind of group those together. That's going to probably be my least filled tab. I garden and I grow vegetables, but I'm not a cook. I don't enjoy cooking. I don't really keep recipes except my grandmother's. And, but if you want to do a restaurant review, all right. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Oh, I got 2 more. Oh, and 29. All right. Then the one more, it could be 3 more actually. Nature could have its own tab if you liked, keeping up with a lot of nature things rather than just a list. This is just your list one here. This is just your list. But if you do any kind of gardening or you like plants, if you like if you like rocks, gems, and jewels, if you, anything to do with nature, I would have your own nature tab. Have it in the list too. Have the nature in the list, but also have a nature tab. Also, discoveries and inventions. If you ever have looked into any kind of discovery or an invention, whiteout is a one that we've talked about before. Who invented whiteout? Why was there whiteout? You'd be surprised at how many inventions and discoveries there were based on the space program back in the 60s, like Velcro. And Velcro was discovered from, the little sticker burrs that you find in Texas all the time, those little round sticker burrs. And I forget who it was now, so I'd have to go back in my list and or in my tab. But the sticker burrs that stick together, Velcro was created because of those. And then, of course, it was used in the space program. And, there's lots of things like that. But if you look into any of the discoveries or inventions, and not just the major ones like photography, computers, go for the obscure things. And, like what is really in gold ink and paint? Is that really gold? How do they make gold ink and gold paint? Have you ever wondered why? How do we have gold ink and paint? Is there really gold? And what was gold? What color did they have to have back in the day to have gold? There's also multiple books on color, history of color. The history of color is fascinating. If you have a color tab, color combos, color information, all that can go under color tabs. All right, so here we go. Here's my basic list, and it's not in any particular order. But if you want to write these, I'll just hold this here for a couple minutes, or you can take a screenshot, okay? Either one. Take a screenshot or write them down, whatever's easiest for you. Or you can, later on, if you're watching this video later, pause this, pause the video, and then just write them down. And again, these are the tabs. These are the tabs. Here's the tabs. Tabs. Okay, I'm just going to, let's see. Can y'all see that right there? Is that good? Or do I need to maybe zoom in one more? Here we go. I try to write them big and as kind of neat as I could. Okay, so all these need one of these. Okay, got prompts, lists, color combos, all these. Now, if you just did, leave out what you think you'll never, ever, ever use. This is the beginning. So again, next week I'll pick, and not necessarily in this order. I'm going to pick a couple tabs. I'm going to pick a couple of these next week and every week till we finish these. And then by the time we finish these, y'all have already given me 10 more, I'm sure. Okay. or suggested them to the group, other tabs other than these, because this is by no stretch of the imagination every tab you could have. Okay, but this is a good start if you want to collect ideas. And again, you can recombine them. You could take from here. Let me. I don't want to. Where's my? Here we go. Where we did the reptiles in the garden with cleaning supplies, and he's wearing cleaning gloves. He's wearing boots, and he's cleaning some leaves. You can also, another thing to keep in mind when you're doing these kind of recombining, when you recombine, here we go, I'm going to write recombine and resize. So you could have a ginormous lizard in a little tiny garden cleaning big leaves, or you could have a little tiny lizard in a huge garden cleaning big leaves. You see what I'm saying? So when you recombine and resize things, you will have, all right, well, I'm trying to keep all this here. All right, so let me move this over here so that we get everything. So there's that, there's this, here's the list, and again, tabs. Okay, I don't know. I think y'all can go back if you need to. All right, now, any questions? Any questions? I'm going to take a bite of my Fig Newton and my lemon water while I read chat. Oh, let me know. Anything else? Oh, let me move that up. There we go. And we're going to pick a couple of these every week to talk about. Today, we talked about lists and prompts. Lists and prompts is what we talked about. So let me highlight those. Hang on. We talked about lists and prompts. That's what we did today. Next week, I'm going to pick something else. I'm not going to tell y'all. It'll be a surprise. Every week, we'll do something different. We'll, talk about it. I may I will. I will rewrite my list here, these major themes. I don't know that I'm going to get all my hundreds recopied from other notebooks, because I am trying to start over. I am trying to start a fresh notebook just because y'all are starting a fresh notebook. No, Arlene, I'm not starting over. So your hand hurts, Tammy? Well, you can take a screenshot or come back and write it all down later. We are at the what time is it here? I'm trying to see what time. We are 2 hours. 2 hours already? 2 hours and 17 minutes in. So if you go to the 2 hour 17 mark, let me write that down. You can see the list. 2 hours, 17 minutes. Okay. And let me move this over one more. And I still have this over here. I'm going to move this way over here so we can try to get as much as we can. Color combos is going to get cut off, or my name, one. And then here's lists. And then here's the start of what we've done. There's list, color combination, and prompts. This is the content page. Okay, there we go. Can y'all get all that? Jasper, I told you, I just taught, well, yes, but I just told y'all some of the ways. By recombining the list, where you take something from every list, you might have missed it, Jasper, where you take something from every list and write a story, draw a picture. Told y'all reptile garden, cleaning supplies, ocean plants, artists, roller skates. Have a lizard in the garden with garden gloves on, roller skating, cleaning the garden. That was just a quick one we just randomly picked from here. Most of what you write down is going to be stuff. Most of the stuff you write down is going to be stuff that you will find useful in what you do, in what you like to read, study, learn, draw, paint, write, note. It's going to be how you use it. I can tell you how I use it, but like, for instance, Barbie photography. I can tell you how I use my Barbie photography tab, which I didn't even list here. But what good is that going to do you? You see? So I'm trying to give y'all, every time we cover one of these, I can tell you how I use things. That doesn't mean that's going to be how you use it. Okay. All right. Keep going. Any questions? Because I'm going to spend the next 30, 45 minutes coloring. Because I did put that in the title. All right. All right. Y'all look at this for a minute. I'm going to take a quick BRB. I'm not going to put my BRB up here because it'll cover everything up. But I'll be right back. Oh, my legs are asleep. I sat on my foot too long. Oh, my God. And then Jasper, whoever else, like I was saying earlier about having a YouTuber or a streamer tab. So, like I was saying about if Devin does a jelly plate transfer using a magazine image transfer, you could write down under your YouTuber tab, Devin did a magazine image transfer on so and so date, so you can keep track of your YouTubers, your streamers. And it's very useful. Yes. Yeah. So anyway, I think it's useful, especially for me, an artist. I think you'll find it useful as an artist, writer, illustrator, and just all around. You're going to keep your mind sharp, people. You're going to keep your mind sharp if you are constantly learning something. Okay, let me get a sip of my water. Oh, you're welcome, Mary. Now, Mary, I can tell you right now, Mary will probably already have a list of 50 new things to do in her Society of Idea Collector. Mary has made story after story. If y'all want to see, maybe Mary, when's the next time you're going to stream, Mary? Maybe you could show one of the stories that you created or how you mind mapped out a story. Mary has she's got the mind mapping down, our Miss Mary. Mary, when are you streaming and can you show a mind map that you've done in the past? Let me know. Tell me the next time you're going to stream and when you could show it. Mary can mind map you to death. Hi, Lady True North Jan. I'll see if Mary answers me. All right, so there we go. So there's our beginning of our Society of Idea Collector notebook. And we'll see if Mary answers because I would love for her to show one of her mind maps. Okay, of a story she's created or something of that in her mind mapping. Okay, so again, you can use these kind of tabs. You can have them with numbers. This is just a happy planner cover that I keep in here for a hard surface to write on. I've got my tabs here numbered. I've got 24 of them. Then I have just color-coded ones here. Then I have alphabetized ones here. So you can use some, any, all. Yeah, I know, Mary. I know you love mind mapping. Okay. So Mary streams tomorrow morning. So she streams early, like 4:30, 5:30, sometime like that. So if you don't get to watch Mary tomorrow at that time, go at least follow Mary and look and see if she shows something tomorrow. I put Mary on the spot. Mary, if you could just show something you've mind mapped tomorrow morning. And then if y'all can't make it that early, go back and watch her stream from tomorrow and see if she shows some mind mapping. I'm telling you. Yes, Tammy, Mary is queen of mind mapping. And she has been Society of Idea collecting with me since day one. Since the first time I started talking about Society of Idea, I don't know, was that 10 years ago? However long it was. Mary's been there since the inception. All right. So again, next week I will pick something off of the tabs. I'll pick something off of here to elaborate on. Okay. See, I needed that pocket. And if y'all missed the beginning, I did show other notebooks, other books, other ways to collect. So if you don't want a big 3-ring binder, go back, go back because I did show other ways, other books. Okay. Yes, thank you, Arlene, for reminding me of that. Now, the thing with my Society of Idea Collecting playlist is if, like today, it's going to be in there in that playlist. However, I always do other things too because we stream 3 hours. Most of the time, this is a long Society of Idea Collector. I will try to do something in my community tab. I don't know. We'll put something there. But anyway. I'll notate it. All right, so let's see. All right, and I did show I did get one new calendar at Books a Million. They are not on sale yet. The first week of February is when they go on sale for $3 each. That's been in the past at Books a Million. Now, are they going to do it again this year? I sure hope so, because I've gone for as many years back as I can think of. The first week of February, all calendars, dated books, journals, anything dated goes on sale for $3. They're right now 50% off. So I went ahead and purchased one calendar because I liked it and it was the only one there and I wanted it. So this was one of the only calendar. The only I think I did buy a little tiny one too, but they're right now 50% off. First week of February, all calendars go $3. But the calendar you like may not be there. I buy the calendars at the $3 mark to cut up, right? But I'm going to show y'all this one. So this is the Alice in Wonderland Llewellyn's. Let me brighten it back up a little now. I got it too dark, kind of going in between there. I don't want it too flashed out. If y'all have any questions, put it in caps, and then we're going to color for a little bit in green portraits for about 30 minutes. We'll see how far we get in 30 minutes. Okay, so it's kind of like a modern, where's Raul? Raul would probably like this kind of a manga type characters and with Alice in Wonderland theme. Oh, thanks, Cat and Paste. That's sweet. I hope so. I hope it inspires y'all. I wanted to start at this, I didn't want to do it last week because we had the streamathon and we had this scavenger hunt. So I wanted to wait till this Monday to start to talk about, doing a Society of Idea Collector notebook. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Devin. And by the way, Devin's new stream time is Wednesdays at 3 p.m. So Devin has moved from 2:30 to 3 p.m. on Wednesdays. That's 3 p.m. Eastern on Wednesdays. That's Devin's new stream time. Okay. All right. So let me just kind of show y'all. It's a 12 by 12 calendar. I think it's 12 by 12. Go over here. Yeah, 12 by 12 calendar. So I'll just show you the pictures. All the months pretty much look the same, but I'll just show y'all there we go. Isn't this cool though? So yeah, this is a calendar. Somebody asked if this is a calendar. Yeah, it's not a book, it's a calendar. I got it at Books A Million. Yeah. I know, right? Right, Raul? And they have a little excerpt from it, you know. But look. See how modern she is here? I just thought that was really cool. You know, all big in the shrunken world. Oh, you're welcome, Jasper. You're welcome. I'll give you all the ISBN in just a minute. Okay, that's it. So the ISBN is, and it's normally $14.99. I got it for $7 or $7.50. Oh, it's tiny. Where is it? Here we go. It's tiny. Where's my magnifying glass? Tiny ISBN. 978 07 38 77 8044. Okay. So I'm sure it's on Amazon. I'm not positive, but and here's there's the artist, Paulo Barbieri. Okay. And that's it. That's the only calendar. Well, I got a little space one, but it's not, I just got that to tear up too. All right. So now let's go ahead and start a little bit on, let me zoom in. I have picked no colors. I did pick the book I wanted to do. The page I wanted to do. So, whoops, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to turn the brightness down, and I want to I'm going to cut the page out. Let me see. Do I have a piece of cardstock under here? I just need nope, I don't have, let me grab one. I want to trip over everything here. Get a piece of cardstock because I'm going to alcohol marker, Copic alcohol marker, whatever. And so I'm going to need to have something. All right. I did flip through the book earlier, so I'm not going to flip through it now. I'm just going to flip to the page I'm going to do, and we're going to start because we don't have a lot of time. There. This is the one I want to do. Again, will I finish it? I don't know. I'll try to finish it and post it, but because I do like to promote the new books, and this is kind of new. All right, so there we go. So let's go ahead and start on here. I have not picked any markers yet or anything. I'll try to kind of keep this here so you can see it. Let's see. Vanity 9-year on Amazon. Is that good? Is that good, Raul? I'm not sure if that's a good price or not, but for those of y'all that love the Alice in Wonderland, just in case. Cat found it there. Oh, thanks, Ann Makes. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I did send out all my Canadian mail. So if you are expecting, I'm writing this down too, Ann Makes, as we talk, so I'm going to send you a thank you. If you want something in a giveaway, or I've said I'm going to send you something in Canada, I sent all my Canadian mail out, I think Saturday. So in my mailbox, all my bigger ones, they went out 2 days before that. But all my envelopes that I had, I showed y'all that stack of envelopes that I had to go out to Canada, put them in my mailbox on Saturday. We hope that y'all get them, but they are mailed out. So as soon as anybody in Canada gets something from me, bye Tina. As soon as anybody in Canada gets something from me, then please let me know so I know that my mail's getting to you. Let's see. Okay, Tina just posted something on the scavenger hunt there. Tina had to step out. Oh, this was your favorite picture when I flipped? Aw. Let's see. Thanks, Tina, for being here. Awesome mod, Tina. I could not do this, guys, without Tina, Janet, and Kat. Just saying. There's no way. And because I'd just be sitting here reading chat and doing nothing else. Thank you, Ann Megs. I appreciate that. And I will be I'm sending out prints. No, I'm not sending out prints like, 1999. I'm not sending out prints. I'm sending out prints. Thank you. All right, so let's see here. Maybe I'll zoom in one more, although then you probably won't see the color book next to me. Oh, that looks pretty good. All right, so and then also on the cardstock right here, I can do a little testing. Some of my markers are working better than others, and I use Ohuhu's. I use what do you call it? Copics. I use the Hobby Lobby brand. I use all different brands. Okay. Now I did kind of think that I really want this to be black, red, and dark, like not navy, but let's see. Yeah, that color. I want her hair that color. Okay. And let's see. And I'm thinking I want her robe here to be black and red, the rose to be red, the ribbon to be red. Okay, let's see. Let me get some, and I haven't pulled. I should have pulled out because my skin tones, they're all over the place in here, and so I never have my skin tones at the ready. But let's just pull some here and see what we got. Okay. Wrong side. And I know this one is almost empty, and I always have to refill. I just need to buy me some more E00, E01s because I go through those on the skin. Let's try these two right here. So, and I have multiples of them, but okay, there we go. Let's just start. I'm going to just put a layer of, no, that's too dark. I'm going to say a layer. It's too dark. Let's go with the lighter. Let's blend here. That one's almost empty. See, I got the refill for it, but do I want to take a minute? Let's see. No, that's not dark. I mean, that's not light enough. I need the E00. Hang on. There we go. So I just want to get a base of skin tone. And y'all know I do all different colors of skin. And it does dry lighter. But I'm going to make her not too light, not too dark. You're going to hear squeak. We're going to do shade, and I always do pencil shading too. Y'all know I do combo. I do combo alcohol markers and pencil. Okay, is this? That's her skin. Okay, we're going to go with that. Just give me a minute to base coat her in. I guess she's got. Well, are those tattoos on her? I'm gonna say they are. And the reason I'm thinking they're tattoos is because here's her cleavage, and give me a minute. Base coat. If y'all have any questions, put it in caps. Like I said, I really need to refill my E00, E02. I have them. I have the refill here, but I didn't want to take the time to refill. Let's just try to scrub some out. But I do like the Lana Green books. I don't think I have 4. This is number 5. I think I have 1, 2, 3, and this is 5. Not sure why I don't, unless I just can't find it. I have to go look at the picture to see if I have it. All right, so now I want her hair. I'm gonna need I'm going to need to blend this because I'm going to want her hair to be this dark blue. So I'm going to have to going to need to blend this. So let's just get some on here. I'm going to follow the curls. Concentrating a little here. I haven't heard Hubster coughing or hacking. Did he leave or is he still here? No, he's gone. I thought I saw him. He wanted to get out of the house. He's been cooped up for 2 days. Brenda A is, I missed something. I don't know. Hi, Brenda, if you came in. Oh, if y'all are asking about Hubster, he has the flu, cold. We don't know. You know, tell him if you want to go get a test, go get a test. But he's better. He was pretty sick yesterday and the day before. But he doesn't like me to help him. Like, do you want, I'm fine. Do you want some soup? No. Would you like, no. How about you drinking water? No. Yes. No. He's just, yeah, he's not a good patient. He's not a good patient. So, okay, I'm going to leave you alone. You need something, just holla. Holla. All right, so there we go. And I think I'm going to I thought about red and black, but I think I'm going to do this blue. And do I want like a maroon maybe? Let me see. I don't really think I want a hot pink. That's too much. But I'm thinking maybe a maroon. Let's see. Is this too brown? This is an oh-hoo-hoo one. See, that's too, I don't know. It might be a shade, but it's almost gone brown. Let's look at it. And you can't really base your colors on the oh-hoo-hoo. That's a little better. Maybe that color. Okay. With a little shading of this. I got to take my shoes off. Hang on. I have my flip-flops on because it's keeping my broke toe from bending the wrong way, but I can't sit on my foot that way, and my foot's gone to sleep. Okay, enough complaining. Brenda, hubby asked if she wanted to go to Hobby Lobby. Asked her if she wanted to go. Oh, so is hubby taking you to Hobby Lobby? All right, let's see. Let's get I want this kind of an olivey green for the stem. Okay, right there. Get some of these little leaves. And then I think I'm going to let's see if I can get one shade lighter than this too. This will be good for the darkest part, but I want it lighter. Let's see. Do I want it really going into red? Let's see. That'll work. Kind of a little bit of on the peachy side. Let's do both of them together. I can always add highlights with Posca, white Posca, or Pencil. Can y'all see okay? Do I need, maybe I could probably zoom in one more. How's that? The trick to alcohol markers is a wet edge. And like I did her hair, I might have to go back in and re-wet some of that to really blend well, but we'll see. I'm not really sure. I just know I want it that color. And it's kind of like the red, it's kind of there's more definition in those colors than showing up on camera. On the camera, it's looking very one note, but in person, there, right there. See how there's different shades of red there, but when I flatten it out, it doesn't look like that. That's okay. All right, so let's see here. Do I want... I think I want the blue. I want the blue, the wavy, like the Japanese cloud wavy thing design. I want the same color as her hair. So I'm going to put a little of that in there. And y'all know I like to keep like 3 main colors. I mean, not always, but it makes for a cohesive page. You stick like with 3 main colors. Okay, like that. Now I need a light blue. Let's see. Nope. Maybe this one. No, it's not the right thing. This is the right color, but I'm all out of it. I got to get me another one of this color. I always forget, too. I need to leave it out. I need to get another B93. Let me just leave that out because I need to get another one of those. Let's see. See, that one's done, too. That's B95. I need another one of those. I don't have a refill for either one of those. Let's keep rolling. Let's keep rolling here. 2 blue. Oh, maybe. Maybe that's better. Okay, I'm going to roll with that. It's a little darker than I wanted, but I'll go in with some white Posca and light pencil to lighten up this blue. Oh, thank you, Tori. And hi, by the way. Hope you're doing well. I think I said hi earlier, but... If y'all just came in or came in late, we did a couple hours of Society of Idea collecting, journaling, notebook doing, idea collecting. Okay, I think I'm going to roll with that in her hair as well. Again, I'll add extra highlights. I'll add extra highlights with pencil and Posca. I'm going to do a little pencil on her face. I don't know if I'm going to finish this today, guys. We'll try. Oh, let's get back in frame. But I did put coloring in the title. I knew it. I knew it was going to take a while for the Society of Idea Collector, but I didn't know exactly how long it was going to take. So I didn't want to have to rush. This one's I'm getting low too. All my light blues. And I'm going to do her lips blue and her eye blue. Am I missing anything? I had a phone call and pause. You made the card. Oh, thanks. I'm trying. I'm trying to kind of do it. I don't want to rush, but I did kind of want to get this done. Okay. All right, we got a base. All right, let's go down here. And I want this dark blue now. Do I want the designs? Which way do I want to do this? I think I'm going to do, this is the quickest way to do it. I'm going to do the whole robe red, and then I'm going to go over the designs with the blue. And I think I'm going to do her scarf red too. I'm not looking at chat, guys. I'm really trying to finish this. Okay, let's get all this done. I know it's squeaky. I think that's Hupster Home. Are the cats down there making some kind of racket? I know it's squeaky. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm off a frame. And it looks really, maybe let me try to turn the brightness. I don't know what it is. Let me try to turn the brightness down a little. No, maybe turn the brightness up a little. I think the cat's trying to get in the cat food. Hang on. I'm not trying to get in the cat food. What are y'all doing? Oh, it's you. I didn't see the car out there. I go, what are y'all trying to do? Get the cat food? All right, I'm almost done, honey. Hubster is home. Well, what? The cat's trying to get in the pantry? Because I heard the pantry door open. Okay. Oops, I got a little off. Yeah, see, I stepped away. Lost my concentration for a second. Hang on. So I did want to get out some pencils. But it looks so, the red is just really freaking me out. There, you can see it a little better there. It's a little too flashed out. I think it's because I'm so zoomed in. It's because I'm so zoomed in. Maybe I need to back out one. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to get a little bit of shade in the wrinkles here. Before we carry on with the blue. Something for her ribbon. Thanks everybody for sticking through. So how fast can you color a color page? All right, there's a start. Now, let me grab some pencils. My Prismacolors. I do want to do a little bit of work on her face. Let me get slate blue for some. Let me get my pencil sharpener and a Posca. Let's see, is this one working? Yeah, that's working. Okay. All right. If I zoom in, we're going to lose the color. I'll hold it up here in just a minute. And a white. And the white highlight. Nice highlight there. All right, let's see. Let's do the... We'll have a few little extra hairs coming across her face. D in 34 minutes, part 2. Okay. I probably won't make it, Raul. I gotta go take care of Hubster. I gotta make him eat something. But the mods are free to post a link. Okay, so, and I'm not going to finish this, guys. I'm going to work on it for about 5 more minutes just so you can see where we're headed. I'll finish it today. I'll try to finish it today. Like, after I feed the Hubster. And I want to hang out at Janet's too. Although she goes, you don't need to be there, but I will. I will be there. Okay, let's see this one, and hang on. I want my henna. Here's my henna. All right, we're going to do a little bit of shade. I'm going to throw a little shade. I'll hold it up. Oh, I did want a blue. I want her eyebrow to be blue too. All right, let's put something there to hold it. There we go. And I know I'm not zoomed in really good for you to see me coloring, but I don't know if there's a little mark there, or did I make a mark, or is that supposed to be there? But I'm going to give her a little beauty mark right there. Okay, let's get her eyelashes and stuff in. I'll hold it up so you can see just a minute. I'm not going to have time to do all her skin right now, but let's see if we can see. Let's see. Let me try to adjust the color because it's flashed out again. There we go. That's better. I should have turned it down sooner. All right. Well, there you go. You can see that. All right. Now I'm going to take real quick because I got to do a lot more work, but let's see if you can see her eye. And I do want a little bit of white in the corner of her eye there. Let's do that. And a little bit on her nose, a little more on her chin. Let's blend out her forehead just a little. Her hair's casting a shadow there. There, you can see it a little better there. Okay, now what I want to do here real quick before we go is show you how I'm going to do the designs on the robe. Thanks, Tori. It's, you know, it's quick. All right, so then what I'm going to do is so thanks everybody for being here. Thanks all y'all that gave me a super chat today. I appreciate it. I hope I didn't miss any. Because I do scrub back through my chat though. So if I missed anybody, because I do like to send out thank yous. And I do appreciate everybody that's here. Thank you, lurkers in the balcony. We appreciate you too. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up even if you didn't come into chat and talk. Don't forget Janet comes on at 1. She has a guest. She'll probably talk about the scavenger hunt. Almost there, guys. Almost there. This is the fastest color book page I've ever tried to complete, and then I'm not even going to really complete it till I get the shading in with pencil. But okay. All right. Phew. Bye, Arlene. I'm going to. All right, guys, let me back up so maybe we can see a true picture of the color anyway. So, and again, still got a shade. Like, you can see where I started shading there. But yeah. So we got to start. I'll post it. You're welcome. Thank you, Kat. Thank you, Janet. Thank you, Kat. And Tina's already gone. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. All right, guys. I'm going to head out. Don't forget to go to Janet's at 1. Hope y'all got some good Society of Idea Collector ideas. And yeah. I did work at trying to get as much information out in one swoop as possible. But like I said, every week we'll cover another one of the tabs and what you can incorporate into that particular topic. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. We'll see y'all at Janet's, and I'll be back on Wednesday. Thanks, guys. Bye.